Perfect. Perfect. Welcome in, tubers. Welcome in. Welcome in. Evening, Bella. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see what we can get today. Let's see what we can get today. So I was listening to a live earlier. And we had a guy come up, and you guys have seen this happen time and time again. It's very common. People will come up and they'll say, I voted for Obama twice. I've been a Democrat my whole life, so on and so forth. And I have a simple question that I ask these people every time that they say it. I say, why did you vote Democrat? And the answers don't surprise me. The reason why I ask that question typically is because when you hear someone say, I voted Democrat my whole life, and then I voted for Trump, or I voted for Obama 2 times, and then I voted for Trump, there's a clear separation of values there. And your values weren't very strong with your Democratic vote. It is what it is. That's why I ask that question. And I always am fascinated by the answers. But welcome in, everybody. Defend the indefensible. Defend the indefensible. I am of the firm belief that the Trump administration is quite literally the worst administration ever that we've seen happen to this country. And damn near every single action that they have committed, particularly towards certain communities, certain groups, foreign affairs, has been indefensible. But that doesn't stop Trump supporters from trying. Regardless of that, we are here to speak to Trump supporters who regret their votes. So if you are a Trump supporter who does so, request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. And if you don't, we're here to talk to you as well. You may elaborate on why. Welcome in, tubers. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that like button on the way in, and let's get this show on the road. Knock out these little 1-cent coins. Let's get us boosted on the FYP. I'm going to do that about 4 more times before we get this thing started. Jordan Johnson, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you regret your vote?
No, not really. I just wish we would have had more options.
You wish we would have had more options?
Yeah,
Are you reference
voting wise.
are you referencing the 2024 election?
This last one, yeah.
Okay. What other options did you see from the Republican Party that you may have preferred?
Mm. Uh, I can't really remember his name, but he was the I don't Baswami. What was his
Vivek
name?
Ramaswamy?
Yeah, that guy. I liked a lot of stuff that he had to say.
Like
I
what?
think that's him. The younger guy that was what was his ethnicity? He was like
The Indian guy.
okay, yeah, yeah, there you go. I just didn't know how to say that without sounding,
He's Indian.
however or
You can
whatever.
say
Okay,
Indian, my
I
guy.
got you. I got you. All right. Well, yeah, I liked his stuff. I probably would have voted for JD Vance if he was available and not a running mate.
Interesting. Interesting. So you mentioned Vivek Ramaswamy. You are aware of the
Mhm.
Republican Party basically rejecting him, right?
Yeah,
Their own
yeah, yeah.
racism couldn't even tame their own racism enough to evaluate his policies. Better yet, he didn't really have that many. I would argue his whole thing was sucking off Trump until he realized that that was not looking so great for him. Uh,
I see where this is gonna go.
where is
All
it gonna
right, buddy,
go?
you have a good night. I'm not here to hate or anything. I'm
Who's
actually a
hating?
guy who tries to show love to
Who's
everybody, but
hating?
have a
I'm
good night, man.
talking about the Republican. Okay, the Republican response to Vivek Ramaswamy. Friendly reminder, guys. They responded with racism to the point to where he found himself on a podcast
Why are you running?
crying.
Why are you running?
He was on a podcast crying about Republicans and how they were treating him. It is what it is. I'm not even going to get into the fact that like his businesses and how that orchestrated. I don't care, right? Get your capital, whatever. But the response was insane. Like even when it came to someone like him, an Indian who was full on MAGA, who supported Trump all the way, they still told him he can never be a true American. There was a clip that was released when he went to that one, I don't remember if it was Turning Point event or something else, where he was talking to young people and they're all like, how can we accept you if you're not Christian? And it was insane. Absolutely insane. Trump supporters request up in the box to the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. 136 people in here. Make sure that you hit that like button. Oh, I didn't turn my Tickfinity thing on. There we go. Should be good now. Looks like we have another guest. Is your name Bill? Yes. Bill, did you vote for Trump?
No, 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 no. I didn't vote for Trump. I like some of the things Trump do. Trump remind me of like a Luciferian white hat. Like he like played both sides. Like you know. He feed, you know, you're looking off, but like he feed to the citizens to where they love him, and then he feeds to like the big people and the stuff he does to us, so they love him as well.
Who did you vote for?
I just told you I didn't vote for no one, but I'll say it
Well, you
again
said you
in
didn't
case
vote for
that
Trump.
didn't go cross your mind.
So you didn't vote.
Yeah, for the second time, yeah. I would say it one more time if you want me to say it.
Yeah, I just like to double, triple check with people. Got you. So non-voters are actually prioritized on this platform. Give me a moment. We're going to talk to you. Let's see. Gucci, you vote for Trump?
No,
What do you say, Gucci?
no, no.
I'm assuming you said no. You sound very muffled.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Figure that and come back. All right, Bill. So you're a non-voter. Tell me why.
Why am I a non-voter?
Yeah.
What will the black vote do for the people?
What would the black? I mean, we can get racial.
I'm intrigued.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to get into the numbers of if you want to get into the numbers of it all, what would the vote do?
What would the
What would it
black
do?
vote do? Okay. Well, I think
Yeah,
one
what
of
would
the
it do?
easiest, most blatant, and quite frankly, I'll tell you, laziest
50
examples
versus
I
50.
can laziest
What would it
examples I can
truly
give
do?
you is that if the black vote, which I wasn't specifically talking about the black vote, but so be it. But if the black vote combined with the vote of the individuals who went and voted for Donald Trump, voted for Madam Vice President Kamala Harris in the key swing states, and we won the 2024 election, black people would have been better off as we sit today.
You said they would have been better off. Better off how?
6,000%. Our unemployment wouldn't be so high, specifically for black women.
What was Kamala going to do other? Like, what was she? I mean, what was
Kamala.
she genuinely going to do other than when women could do for themselves? What was Kamala going to do?
Do you
What
know
was
what
Kamala going
her?
to
Do you know
do
what her
for
platform
women
was?
who? I mean, yeah. I mean, she was running for the presidency.
Okay. So do you not think anything on her platform would have helped America?
It just did, this little things, nothing crazy. It did a little help there and there. It'd have been good for the people, the citizens. It wouldn't have made like a big change or global difference, To think that is to really put yourself in a box that you can't get out of.
Okay. So admittedly, you said it would have helped the people, which is the people.
The citizens. Yeah.
That's, what American president should do. So what big change did Donald Trump do
You
that
get what
was
I'm saying?
overall a
Why
net
would you
benefit
ask my
for
question?
Americans?
You get what I'm saying? You see, I gave you a simple answer to the question you asked. It's funny enough. You should be.
Yeah, and I'm now
making that
I'm now
face
responding to your
the question.
I'm responding to your
you
answer.
asked. What'd you say?
I'm responding to your answer. So ultimately, you don't believe that she would have done any monumental change, which is interesting. I didn't know we were voting for revolutionaries. I thought we were voting.
I mean, she
for
would have did
presidents.
something. Like I said, she'd have did some things. Yeah, she'd have did good things 100%, but it wouldn't have been nothing dramatic or global to the extent. Meaning in America.
What did you want? And let's say Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. What did you want them to do? What did you want them to run off of that's drastic or dramatic?
Well, I want to go back to I think it's what is it? Civil law? It might be civil law, or I think that's what it's called.
Civil law.
Is that what it's called? Don't quote me, because that might be a wrong word, but it's something that the indigenous people of Tamaria or America used to do. I forget the name of it though.
Just
I truly do.
Describe it.
Civil rights.
No.
W's in the chat. W's to Shauna for the meteor shower. W's in the chat to Shauna for the meteor
Civil
shower.
law goes to the people.
Yeah.
I mean, not civil. Yeah, civil law goes to the people. So, like, I'm talking about something related to the people and where they go through a judgment of things.
Due process?
I think it's people. How do I explain this? How do we got judges judging people for these crimes and all of these things when they doing the same thing? Why is that not
our
been
judicial process?
They
Okay.
had-
Oh
they
wait,
had-
hold on. Judges
Yeah.
judges judging us for the same things
This
that they're
is what
doing.
you wanna-
Are you
this is
talking
what you're
about
saying they're gonna
unfair?
change, but they won't change the things that's in the face of the.
Are you talking
the
about
matter.
how our judicial system is unfair towards black people?
No, we're talking on a deeper scale. We're talking about how you're tying into race where any people get convicted on things they didn't do for any type of charges, but you have the same people that are judging them, the judges,
Okay, so you're talking about like
doing
judicial
the
and
same
police
thing.
reform. You're talking about unfair advantages, right? That's what you're talking
Do
about.
you have faith in the
reform,
FBI?
yeah.
Say that again.
Do you have faith in the FBI?
I don't have faith in the government.
So you don't have faith in the FBI. You don't believe nothing they say is true.
I won't say nothing they say is true. I don't believe anything they can't substantiate.
I got a
Such
question.
as Fred Hampton was a criminal.
They had surveillance on Diddy for 30 years. If you got surveillance on him for 30 years, how you just now catch him doing that?
Let me ask you a question. You watched the
These
Dave
are the
Chappelle
people you
special?
believe?
You
Of
watched the last Dave
course.
Chappelle special?
Of course.
Yeah. How do you think I knew that?
Of course. Because, I mean, you know, that's the energy he's going to gravitate.
No,
But
it's because I never.
So do you believe that P Diddy was prosecuted the right way and everything was fair?
I think he would have never, I think if he'd have never bit the hand that fed him, he'd have never, like, you know, been in the position he's in now if he'd have never sued
But I'm
Rock.
saying the position that he's in now, do you believe he got there fairly or unjustly?
I mean, other than he didn't really get found for no like truly human trafficking to the extent of selling kids. He was really just found to doing some weird freak offs, you could say. So I mean, how long is he in jail right now?
Thank you, Nikki. Let's go ahead and keep knocking out
He
these
was
little
escorting,
1 cent
though.
coins. Keep
I
on
mean,
knocking
but
out
if
these
you
1
want
cent
to
coins.
apply that to human trafficking, you
Guys,
definitely could.
Well,
Got you.
well,
Give
the
me
reason
y'all.
I'm asking-
Can y'all? Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. Let's knock out these 1 cent coins. We're gonna do it a couple more times to boost the live. Make sure you continue to tap the screen, get the likes up to 25K and above. If you haven't shared the live out, make sure you do it with your friends, family, repost, add the story, do it in your group chats. Send your daily heart meets if you haven't already. Top left corner. If for some reason you can't, that's because you're not following me. Hit that follow button and do all the good things. Like I said, fan club members, focus on the gift gallery. If you click on my name in the top left corner, you'll see whatever league I'm in. Knock out all the things in there, and let's keep these conversations going. So I don't want to get into Diddy. I don't care about like that. In fact,
No,
I
I
only
was
care
just
about
getting at the
justice.
point of we didn't hear nothing about an unfair justice system until Trump got adjudicated for crimes that he committed. Then we started hearing about right-leaning judges and left-leaning judges and so on and so forth.
You've been
And I
hearing
think
that.
that's
Come
what
on,
put.
man, be honest.
I think that's been around. So okay, I just want to point out. I've been trying to get down to the like root causes of why you're not voting, and the examples you gave me. The best line you had so far was a joke that Dave Chappelle made in his last special. So I don't know what that has to do with your lack of voting, but I would like for us to try and actually pay attention and stick to our political process versus comedian opinions. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, in the world that you live in, it makes sense when I dive my imagination to it. Let's keep going.
What? Okay.
That makes full sense. That makes full sense.
So I'm
brother.
asking
Makes
you,
full sense.
what kind of fundamental, monumental, world-changing change did you want to see from one of the candidates in the 2024 election?
In Dubai right now, the healthcare is free.
Universal
They would
health
do
care.
something like that. That's monumental. Would they ever do something like that?
Yes,
With Kamala or
absolutely
Trump?
is possible. Let's talk
That's a
about
strong
that.
statement.
It is.
Wow.
It is one that I
Talk
can
about
back
the
up.
minds of the
No
people.
problem. So universal healthcare is a big thing for you. That is something that you think would be monumental. Everyone being able to access healthcare without it having to be based off of your finance, so on and so forth. Fun fact. That
No,
is
we talking
something.
about everybody. We talking about everybody. We talking about like if you know what the word
Everybody in the
means.
United States, or you're talking about the entire world?
Yeah. In the United States.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's what universal healthcare would umbrella. It would be everybody. All right.
Universal can definitely. I mean, if we want to go into the definition or etymology of the word universal, but sure.
No, but it means for America. That's what they call
Yeah.
a coverage.
Sure. Yeah, that's like how I tied everybody to America just now. But can we keep going with the
So-
conversation?
Can you tell me what the Republican Party thinks about universal health care? And I know you didn't vote for
What
them,
does
but I'm just asking.
I mean, you probably got some capitalists who probably think it's good, who's in the far right of things, but you don't have all Republican who think that's a good thing for healthcare. Because if they did, it would have already been done. I mean, they're swimming in money.
You didn't answer my question. Let's try this again.
What?
Are you aware of what the position
He talking about
of
it's
the Republican
communism. No, I was
Party.
talking about capitalism.
Are you aware of what the
Capitalism.
position of
Don't
the
try to collect
Republican
my
Party
words,
is
Greg.
on universal health care?
Please say that one more time.
Are you aware of the positions that Republicans have on universal health care?
Yes, they are the judges. Like they are the ones who can make that happen.
That's not their position.
If
I'm
they-
asking for their position. What is their stance on it? How do they feel?
I thought I've already said it. I said some feel good about it and some don't.
No,
Was that not
the
a good
vast
enough answer?
majority
You
of
didn't
them,
like that
more
answer?
specifically the party where it sits right now, does not back universal health care. They quite often cite Canada as an example of it being quote unquote trash, despite none of them know how it works in the state in Canada.
Who?
The Republican Party. Democrats, while we have many of establishment members who are not so much spearheading it, we have members of the DCA specifically, and then other Democrats such as Jasmine Crockett, who is running for the U.S. Senate seat in 2026, who has even voted on proposed bills introduced into Congress to get universal health care. The Democratic Party is the way forward for universal health care. The problem is we have a Congress, an entire side, that thinks it's a terrible idea. So, again, I'm using your specific example to say, if universal healthcare is something that is huge to you, it's monumental, it would be a reason or incentive for you to vote because it would be the type of change that you think would be drastic enough, then you should have voted for Madam Vice President Kamala Harris.
You're definitely an intelligent guy in the political stance, but for you to actually say that everybody on the far right, because I'm not in none of those Ponzi schemes, but to say everybody on the far right does not want free health care or universal health care. Once again, it's
actually
idiotic,
not what I said.
Bro.
I never said that.
What?
No, he just said the Republican position on universal health care.
I said most Republicans, and specifically I said the Republican Party, in the officials where it stands, do not want universal health care, and they do not approve of it. I quite literally can't name one, and I've done some due diligence.
They don't even approve of the Affordable Care Act.
Does that got to do with a name tag or a person?
I am talking about people. I'm talking about the position of the overall party. I can separate them, but the position of the overall party alongside the majority of individuals we would see in our Congress do not support it. We can look at the bills introduced into Congress, and we can look at the voting records of every single Republican that you're talking about. It's not there. And if there is one or two, I digress. But that still wouldn't be reflective of the entirety of the party as it sits in Congress. W's in the chat to the Jaden raid. What's going on, Jaden? W's in the chat to the Jaden raid. I appreciate you guys. Look in the top left corner. If you're not following me, hit that follow button. Jaden Raiders, hit that follow button. We are live every Saturday at 3 p.m. CST and randomly throughout the week. Send your daily heartbeats. Consider becoming a team member. Continue to tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 50K. 50K is the next goal. Do all the good things. Thank you guys for knocking out this little gift goal. I'm going to reset it, and then we're going to go up from there. And let's keep on talking to the person here. So we're currently talking to a Trump supporter, which I've said are prioritized on this platform. He said he needs something radical.
Wait, who's a Trump supporter?
No, non-voter. Correction. Thank you. We're currently talking to a non-voter who said he needs to see some more radical change or something proposed more radical by either side for him to consider voting. He said universal health care would be said thing. And now we're explaining how Democrats, at least a good portion of the Democrats.
Monumental thing for the people.
Right.
So
what we were trying to narrow down is how you said you don't think you've seen enough change from either party, and that Democrats are the ones who have at least sponsored the change that you want. So if you want to get closer to universal health care, you would have to then vote for the people who are actually supporting universal health care. W's in the chat to Mel for the DJ glasses. W's in the chat to Mel for the DJ glasses. That clears it out in the gift gallery. W's in the chat to Mel. Thank you so much. Okay. Do you understand where we're at right now, Bill?
Of course.
Okay. So, universal health care is important to you. Democrats actually support it. Not the party as a large, but more so some of the up-and-coming members along with members of the establishment. Yes, I'm a Democrat.
Do you know any of, since we're going by name titles and things like that, since you can put them together, who funded that? Like, who started that? Was it Jews and members of the KKK party? Who started the Democratic Party?
What?
I mean, I'm speaking proper English, but I'll repeat it one more time.
Jews? What? Yeah. What does that have to do with Jewish people?
You can search it up. You can look at all the judges.
They cross-referencing the Jews with the money in America and who really run America. They say the Jews run America.
We are not doing conspiracies.
Yeah. He
No, we
cross-referencing a
don't
lot
have
of
to do a
stuff right now.
conspiracy.
Okay,
You
cool.
put the Jewish sign in ChatGPT.
He
But
kicking his
anyway,
talking
So,
point.
so I don't think I need to explain to anyone the relationship that America has with Jewish people. I don't think Jewish people solely created any one party. I think they're heavily involved in said party, and there's a whole nother
never did I.
conversation we can have about AIPAC and everything else. I don't care about that, regardless of where the Jews are at and what the Jewish people are doing. I still vote for my best interests. So there's that. I'm not going down this road with what's going on with Jewish people. Let's
Gucci,
stay focused to what actually
all I ask
impacts
is
you.
when you try to interpret me and speak on my will and my mind and intention,
How did I
please don't
interpret?
do that.
What are you
Because
talking about? What
is
are
your
you
name
talking about?
Gucci? Well, I guess I'm talking to both of y'all
I don't
now
know why
because
you're
your name's
talking to
not
the
Gucci.
chat, my guy. You're up here.
Gucci is in here. This is
Yeah,
the guy that's
I hear you. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, his name is Gucci. I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about one of my mods.
yeah. I'm just gonna. There's no point of saying that now.
W's, Jared.
My
Appreciate
comment
you.
makes sense even more. What was you saying?
Can you give me
I don't know.
another? Can you give me another thing that's important to you, Bill?
Telling the indigenous black people that they native to the land, because we got some black people that need that type of verification.
I mean, I would argue there are several Democrats, more specifically off the top of my head, my representative here in Texas, Jasmine Crockett, alongside AOC, Greg Gazar, and many others in the Democratic Party who understand the true history of this country and exactly who built it.
Hey, Hector, let me ask you a quick question. When
We're
did
not
the
talking about who
educated...
built it. You talking about boats and all
Thank
that.
you,
I'm talking
Gucci,
about
for
being
coming up and
native
trying to
here,
focus here.
being native, being like pre Columbus.
Say that again?
Tell the black people that they was here pre-Columbus. Tell them to do that. That should be like national news. That should be on headlines.
Some of us was here. I'm sorry. You want the Democratic Party to come out and make a statement about it?
Not any party, and specifically the party behind the president.
I'm sorry.
Specifically the president. I mean, because Trump
You want statements. You want statements. I'm sorry. I don't care about statements when I'm voting. I don't care about performative actions. And quite literally, that's one of the problems with the political system, is that many officials just say things just to gain support from particular graphics versus actual action. So I don't care if they say it. I only care about what they do to help said people. Why are you so concerned with statements over action?
Statements imply actions. In order for that statement
no,
there's some type of action.
No, they don't.
Through the
Not at all. Again, we're talking about performative behavior. I don't care about performative behavior. I care about policies that actually impact the people that you're talking about.
You don't think that would impact the people?
A statement from the Democratic Party about slavery?
You don't think that
they've made several statements about slavery. You got to give
all the people back their thing. You giving all these people the money from the casinos, and them ain't even the right people that's supposed to be getting the money from the casinos. These so-called percentages from lands and all of those things. Yes, that would definitely liberate the people, 100%.
Why are you so worried about everyone else but yourself?
I love that you said that. I love myself the most.
Well, you seem to do a pivot to Jewish people. You do a pivot to Democrats in statements. You do a pivot to other people in casinos versus one of the examples I just quite literally gave you of something that you think is important, which is universal health care, and how it is the Democrats that actually want to get that done. And for some reason, you're going to all these other groups. We can't control all these other groups.
But it goes in.
Democrats have screwed them over too in so many ways. Why are we talking about that? Why don't y'all
want to go into the things that's tied in? You saying you don't want to go into all these other groups. That's like you reading the Bible and saying you don't want to go to a verse that it's referencing. Are you crazy? These are things that are tied into it.
That is a terrible example.
No, it's a perfect one. You're saying what does the KKK and all these people got to do with the Democratic Party?
No. That's never what I said. You know what? What you're talking about is a uniquely American problem that never sided with any one party. Can you name one person in the Democratic Party now that is funding the KKK? Thank you guys for the gifts.
No.
So what
Ain't
the
no such
hell
thing
do I
now.
care about the Dixiecrats, which were separate from the Democrats of that time, mind you? What do I care about that? I'm talking about today. I'm talking about now.
Okay, but then I'm still saying and I was just talking about the people who started it.
Okay.
Who had a hand in it as
I'm
well.
living
Why are
today.
you mad at that?
Can you name one person in the Democratic Party who had a hand in the KKK back then that's a member of the party now?
No.
So then why are we talking about it? I'm not
But they was in
voting
mask
for
as well, so
racist
you
triple
wouldn't
K
know.
members.
You know,
I'm voting for policies on behalf of the American people that will overall benefit the majority of us. Why are you talking about is this?
he talking about this dude is trolling. I ain't said a lot yet though.
Double tap the screen,
Everybody
guys.
wanna
Keep
say
double tapping the screen.
comedian,
Let's
but
get the
don't
likes
nobody
up to
wanna. I
50K.
don't
There's
see nobody saying
185
I'm
of you
lying.
in here. 185 of you in here. Keep doing all of the good
Nobody.
things. If you're over on the tube side, make sure that you like the stream.
Nobody.
Whose fucking
I'm
mic is
waiting on these
this?
facts for y'all to come up.
Hey,
You under-
shushies, bro.
Wow. I'm gonna respect you. You're a woman, but that was a little disrespectful.
Oh, she said we're
But what was
shushies
you
because
saying?
I was quite literally talking. You would have heard me if you muted for a second. So give me a second to finish my little
We was
PSA
both talking.
here. Guys, if you're over on the tube side, make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button as well, turn on your notification bells. Rest of you continue to tap the screen. Let's get the likes up to 50K ASAP. Reset the gift goal to these little finger hearts there. Best ways to support the platform is going to be the links in the bio. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Hector Talks with 2 R's, or PayPal, Hector Pal with 2 O's and 2 R's. If you're over on the tube side, you may send a super chat. So what I want you to do, Bill, is I want you to pay attention to right now. I want you to pay attention to the things that would impact you right now, the party that is running off of it, instead of talking about the 1900s, because all those people are dead. So we're talking about now, who's there now, what they're willing to do, and how it's going to impact you.
Did the mindset die?
Did racism die? No, racism didn't die.
Okay, well, I mean, thank you for agreeing on if the mindset died.
Again, you can't tell me who in the Democratic Party right now has this mindset that you're talking
Wait, that
about,
wasn't even
nor
an
would it
answer.
be
Hold on, let's go back
exclusive
on that
to
answer
that
you
party.
did. What was your answer to my question? Wait, what?
Did you not hear what I
asked
just
you,
said?
Did the mindset die? What did you say? Did you
And
say
I
the
said,
mindset
no,
of slavery?
racism didn't die, because that would be your argument, right? With the triple K.
Yeah, the mindset of it now. I mean, you still have it behind closed doors. Rather, you want to, I guess, not face the reality of things. But I guess I'm asking
Are
you,
the
did the mindset
Democrats
die?
that are trying to put universal health care to the forefront, the thing you cared about, the monumental change you reference,
How
are
long have I
those
been saying that?
Democrats racist?
How long? No. We don't. I'm not all knowing, so I'm not their God. I don't know what they got.
So
locked
then
up
you're
in their
speaking
brain,
on things you
in the
don't
mind of
know,
the people.
and you're making very
you
poor
actually
arguments right now.
No, that's actually you. That's a perfect example of you. Funny enough, to those with the eye. It's crazy.
Erica, what do you got?
I just got here. So what is your argument, Bill?
He's a non-voter,
Of
and
course.
I
he
can't give my argument.
don't
Okay,
want to
that's
vote.
unique.
I was just giving you a preface, right? He's a non-voter who said that it's been hard to actually make out what he's saying, but I finally got him to narrow down universal healthcare would be something big enough that the parties could do that he think would be good. So I was like, okay, Democrats have been trying to do that, so you should have voted for her. You should have voted for Kamala Harris. And now he's going into Jews and Dixiecrats and all this stuff.
Of course he is. Okay. So I'm
Thank you,
so
AC.
sorry. Still, what the heck is your argument? What is it? What do you want?
Am I allowed to speak on my behalf now?
Yeah, I just have one last question.
Appreciate it.
Are you a Trump supporter?
No, he didn't vote.
No.
I know he didn't vote, but does he support Trump?
Oh.
No, I've already said no, but you know,
Okay.
I gotta be, well, let me be respectful. I ain't gonna be condescending with you. You're a woman, but I've already no.
Okay. All right. So what is it that you want?
Let's see. Like I said, in order for monumental things to happen, we need the matriarch to come back. It's a lot of things that.
Wait, can you vote?
No, I would never vote. I'm 21. I can definitely vote, but I would never vote. It's not in my caliber.
But you just said that you want the matriarch to come back. Is
That's
what
gonna
you
come back
just
with doing
said.
for self.
What? I mean, we would have
How
had
can it come
Kamala
back without
Harris
doing for
as
self? Wait, I'm
Kamala
actually intrigued
Harris
on your what?
as the we would well, you could have voted for Kamala
This is
Harris,
ridiculous.
right? You just said matriarch. Who runs the matriarchy?
There's no such thing as a matriarch. We're in a patriarch right now.
So I'm so sorry. I
You
said
don't think I know the difference?
who runs a matriarch?
The
Oh, thank you,
woman.
Bubba. Thank you, my
This goes all the
11-year-old
way back
son,
to
for
Kemet.
answering the question
The
correctly.
woman.
I gotta talk to Bubba.
Thank you, Becca. You want the matriarchy to come back. First off, we've never had a matriarchy in the United States. So
See that's what comes with not knowing that. Even in all African spirituality, the woman was even in any type of
I
black
literally
spirituality, the
just
woman had
said,
high guard. So
I
like they
literally
definitely
just
didn't follow. So
said,
like that
we've
goes back to the
never
teachings
had
of
a
people, their real history.
matriarchy in the United States. If you were listening, if you were listening to comprehend instead of respond, you wouldn't have said what you just said. I'm aware of what's used to happen in Africa, and even then, it's still heavily exaggerated if we're talking about the entirety of the country versus particular tribes. Not to mention, if matriarchy is your thing, then you would support women's, right? You would support women's empowerment, women's upliftment. You wouldn't support, or better yet, not play a role in supporting a literal historical event such as the first woman president, black woman president of the United States of America.
Wait.
You literally took the words out of my mouth, Hector, because that's what I wanted to say.
No. Shout out. No, hold on. Shout out my black women that are spiritual. I say in the sense of thinking. You just said that a nation that has killed and slaughtered the name and defamed the name of what was black. You saying we should celebrate? They even want to take these same people. I think just took Martin Luther King's. They even want
Who
to
said celebrate?
talk trash
Who said
about,
celebrate
and
America?
you want us to celebrate?
Who said celebrate America?
You said we should celebrate her being the first black woman president in America.
If she had won, yes, because that would have introduced a new day in this country, right? Because she was the first black woman, we would have actively fought back against all the nonsense that are going on, the racism, the misogyny specifically. She had policies that would have impacted black people specifically, policies that would have uplifted black people specifically. She fought for women's empowerment, women's bodily autonomy, women's equal pay, women's employment.
You know, we one love over here, sure.
In a patriarchal society, the candidate that would have gotten you closer to what you say you appreciate is the woman, and you did not vote at all for that.
Once again, I've already told you, why would I vote? Why would I vote?
Literally, this is like the third reason I've tried to give you on all the reasons you should have voted, based off of what you said was important to you.
Why I gotta let my voice raised a little bit. Why can't we go off the number scale I gave?
What number scale?
I mean, just the numbers of voting from one community to another. Why do you want me to vote?
What about it?
So bad? What is
what about it?
Do for, like, what is it going to do for the culture of the people that I'm voting for? For the
what did I literally just tell you?
For the liberation.
What did I literally just? Okay.
I have a question. Hector, breathe. I have a question, if I may. All right. So you don't find any power, any significance. You don't find any significance or anything in voting, right? But I want to ask you this question. All right. Do you think that voting got the Civil Rights Act of 1964 passed?
Do I think voting got it passed?
Mm-hmm.
I think the minds of the people got it passed, sure.
I would say voting got it passed because people voted for JFK.
Erica, can you explain to him that the minds of those people are the ones who went to the polls to vote?
Yes, that's literally it. The minds.
Exactly what I'm saying. Thank you for agreeing with me, Esther. Keep going, though.
No, but here's the thing, though, is that you don't vote. Okay, all right. You don't vote, is what it is. All right. And so if you don't vote, how is it that you are expecting change when you know that's how our system works? All right. I'm not trying to actually be here
I
to
got a question.
embarrass
If
you,
that's how
shame you,
our
or
system
anything. I'm
works,
trying to have
how
a
can somebody with
conversation
34 felonies be the president if this is how our system
because
works?
our Constitution literally doesn't say
That's why I
anything
hate
against
the
having a
thinking of the
felony.
woman sometimes, because she think a system works that's in her faces is without a fact, has so many rigorous things in it, rambunctious things in it. Are you like, it's so much
I don't
demonic
know. I
things
don't
going
think
on in this?
you're
You
not
talking about how
using
it
the
works?
word rambunctious correctly, but it's okay. I think I understand what it is that you're
I know I'm
saying.
Rambunctious and
muted.
So,
exotic
so
things. Yeah, we're gonna tie that to that. We know rambunctious
rambunctious
has to
does
do with the way
not
you think
mean
and the way you act
exotic.
and the way you move your body.
ADHD
We know
turn off.
that.
ADHD turn off.
I don't
That is
need you
not
to
what that
explain the
word
definition to
means.
me.
I just want
So
you to
what does
stop.
a you have the floor? What does
Listen, you got to
rambunctious
stop
mean?
talking. You got to stop talking. All right. It's
I
not a
gave my
vocabulary
meaning.
test. All right. You're using words incorrectly. I already said, I think I know what it is that you mean. All right. I would ask you to elaborate out of fear that you actually might start using more
Already
words
did.
incorrectly. So there's that. With that being
What does it
said,
mean?
you know what? Fuck it. You,
I
Bill,
don't
do
know.
not have the ability
I
nor
don't
the
know.
authority to complain about a system that you yourself are not willing to
God
change. You
bless
don't
you.
even participate in
W's in the
said
chat to
system.
Andy.
We are both aware. Hector is
Can you
black.
calm down?
No, excuse me.
You
I'm gonna
acting
need you to
out
be
your body.
quiet. I'm not acting out my body. I'm very much in
Just a
my
little
body
bit.
right
Calm
now.
down.
So with that being said, Hector is fully aware of who we actually need to be fighting against, the system in which needs to be dismantled. I am fully aware of what system actually needs to be dismantled within the United States of America, within the
And you
entirety
still
of this
vote for that
globe.
system?
Excuse me, one moment, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay. It's not the friggin' American government. It's larger than them. It's white supremacy. However, it's not our position, nor is it our what is the fucking word? I just blinked out. It is not our duty to dismantle white supremacy. All right, that's going to be for white folks. Okay, they're the ones that need to dismantle the system in which they created, in which they still benefit from globally. Okay, however, while we are working within this system, because guess what? I'm not a huge fan of capitalism, but do we live in a capitalistic society? Yes, we do. Hey, Law, request up or shut up, because I'm about to show you a magic trick. With that being said, what you have to understand is you have to participate in the system in which you live in. All right. And if you don't want to participate, then you shut the fuck up and you don't get to complain about it. You don't get to come up here into different people's spaces talking about the
Thank
Democrats,
you, Andy.
they need to give us universal health care. Motherfucker, what are you talking about? Obama tried to give us universal health care. They blocked
I
him
was
at
just
every
putting my
single turn.
mind in that
All right.
system.
And literally,
I'm not
all right,
going
we
to it.
got the ACA. Okay. Kamala Harris wanted to expand
It's
Medicaid.
unique, man. Real unique.
Yeah, you're like, oh my God, real unique. Okay,
Wait,
you can be
but you got
condescending, you
mad
can
at
be
my
sarcastic.
example
I'm
of
not
my mind
mad.
putting it to
I'm
the
not mad.
system
Just because my voice is
of your
elevated does not
question.
mean that
I
I'm
don't
mad.
even want the
So
system.
there's that.
The system ain't got
And
nothing to do
stop
with to make
fucking
you up.
complaining about it, because what are you doing to change it? That's the question. What are you doing to change it?
Mind you, I didn't send him an
What does
invite.
this
He
went to?
requested up.
Like, what? This went from defend Trump supporters, and I'm not a Trump supporter, to what have I done to
My
change
guy. Okay,
the
cool.
This dude
dismantling
is
of
Since you're
stupid.
having
America
trouble
I
past
can't
following
deal with
along,
it. He's
since you're having
stupid.
trouble following along, let me help you out.
Okay.
You
Yes, let me
requested
talk
up
to
in the
the host. He's pretty
box. You
intelligent.
requested up in a box that said Trump supporters regret your vote, where I'm specifically
Yes.
trying to speak to Trump supporters. You didn't vote at all, but because you're a non-voter and it's midterms, an election year, I think you're the vast majority, 90 million fucking people that I need to be speaking to. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why I decided to entertain you. I'm trying to figure out what's important to you and how we can get that to translate over to a vote. And you have been all over the place this entire time. So you're talking about the matriarchy, yet you didn't vote on women's empowerment in the 2024 election. You're talking about universal health care, but you didn't vote for the party that is trying to get universal health care going. Do you see the contradictions here? Everything that you say matters to you that would be an incentive for you to vote have been things that have been spearheaded by the one fucking party, and you are saying you're never going to vote for it. So you're sounding
What
very
has Kamala done
contradictory.
for the woman?
You're sounding very performative. That's the word we brought up earlier. And you're virtue signaling like a motherfucker. So I'm
Of everything
really
you just
questioning
said,
what
but
actually matters to you.
But what has Kamala done for the women that you're holding her up to this? To me, this high
Oh,
regard of her
easy
being
question.
some
And I'm going to let a
messiah to
woman
the
tell you.
women. I'm actually
Erica,
intrigued.
would you like to
Yeah,
tell him what
I'm
Kamala
actually
Harris has
intrigued.
done
What's
for
this
women?
messiah regard that is looked upon?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to Bubba.
Oh, sorry. Um,
Hey.
wanted.
Oh,
Oh,
especially black women. Medical racism. They the black were the black what did she do? I'm so sorry. Hector, take the road. I'm parenting. I'm
the
so sorry.
maternal mortality.
Whoa! I thought the
Yeah.
brother.
Mortality.
Whoa! I
So,
got
okay,
this.
are you aware of
I
the fact?
missed.
Are you aware of the fact that black women are 5
Did the
times more
word
likely to
racism?
unalive during childbirth?
Erica, you see, I didn't call you stupid. I would never say that to you. But what'd you say, Hector?
Oh no,
About
because
knowing
Maternity
something.
Care Act. Thank you,
Okay.
Nancy.
Are you aware of the fact that black women, well, all women specifically, maternal mortality has been going up, but black women specifically are 5 times more likely to unalive during childbirth than every other demographic of women?
What are we talking about now, though?
Don't worry about it,
just said-
Randy. We're not talking to you yet.
Yeah,
I'm
Rodney, I
just
got
saying,
you.
like,
I got
it
you.
don't make
It
no
sound
sense,
crazy. Don't worry. I'm gonna repeat it for how I got it, Rodney. Don't worry, so the people can understand what he just
3
said.
to 5 is it more so the numbers?
Now, you just said the rate for the black woman getting unalive while giving birth is what? And you're
3
now I
to
love that we can
5
go to this
times
conversation,
more likely than every
but that's
other
jumping
race.
around as well. That's
Kamala
not a double-edged
Harris
sword.
put a spotlight on it. Kamala Harris, not only as before vice president, but specifically as a vice president, sponsored things like the Maternal Care Act to get women the right care, specifically in marginalized communities, such as black communities, to get them the care that they need to address the unaliving rate of when they're having children. I believe at the start of the presidency, we were looking at 3 states, and near the end of it was more like 46. Kamala Harris
When you
did
say
that.
to get them the care they need, are they still getting care?
Because
by,
medical
like, white
racism is a thing, correct?
people, or black people came in and started filling in the position?
What?
You heard what I said?
No, I didn't.
When you claim Kamala started helping
Kamala
people with the maternal
Harris.
Kamala.
Kamala.
When you say, Kamala. When you say Kamala Harris started helping people with the maternal act, I'm asking you, did those doctors, those people, those nurses, those LPNs that went in for the act and are helping right now that you're so-called saying they're helping, what race are those? If they're
All
white,
kinds of races.
like, how can that make sense if that was set up to stop racism towards a community?
We can't
in
stop
that same
racism. We can
community,
only address
you
it.
have different races still giving you. You get what I'm saying? Like, Kurt,
Hey, do you
like,
think?
This is fucking
Excuse
how
me,
does that make sense?
Hector. Can you ask him because you can tell what I'm doing? I'm so sorry. Can you ask him if he thinks that racism is only on purpose? Does racism only occur on purpose? I just saw somebody. I want them to come up here.
Question for you, Bill.
Wait, can you hear me? I got a call. Can you hear me? Can you still
Yes,
hear me?
we hear you.
Okay. Did y'all hear me on the phone call?
No.
Okay.
Is racism only on purpose?
No, like some people truly have, like, just like how it's the situation of the people. Just how some people say being
It's
gangster
a yes or
and
no
being
question.
good. It's not though.
Quite literally
really
is.
I mean, it is if you want me to dumb it down. Okay, I'll dumb it down. What was your question? I won't give an example to my yes or no. What was your question?
Erica?
I mean, I was in my example of explaining the question, and then you said yes or no. So, like,
Erica.
I forgot the question.
Who are they? Where are they coming from?
I don't know what they do.
That's fine.
There's someone like, is there a Discord that we aren't aware of?
I don't know.
Nobody's answering my question though. Like, I'm like, nobody's answering my question.
I will repeat the question for now the 4th time. Is all racism intentional?
Is all racism intentional? If you're going to put the word racist and intentional in the same sentence, 100% it has to be intentional. The answer is yes. If it's racist, And if you're being racist and you're being
What's the
intentional, like
term
what
for these
you
people?
just said, are
Fucking
all
pseudo
races?
intellectuals.
That's like
You
this guy
don't
just asked
actually
me
pay
basically,
attention to
he
what's
asked me,
being
hey, are
said.
all
You're just
racist
like
people
trying to do
racist?
this whole.
That's what he
My
asked me,
guy,
to the people who don't understand.
just
That's what he,
focus
in
on the
simpler
words
terms.
coming out of my
Hey,
mouth.
are all racist
Get a
people
little bit
racist?
more specific, a little bit more
That's what
direct
he
with
asked
your
you, basically,
answers.
in
You
simpler
this
terms.
weird like dance around bigger high shit that you keep doing in your head. Stop fucking doing it. Shit is a lot simpler than it really than you're trying to make it out to be. You ask what Kamala Harris has done for black people. One of the examples would be the Maternal Care Act that I reference. Another example would be some of the policies that she very much put on the campaign trail in 2024, such as a $25,000 first-time homeowners assistance, which would have directly impacted black families specifically because we would have gotten a leg up in the housing market based off of the fact. Can you shut the fuck up and listen? Just fucking listen. If you weren't talking so goddamn much and pay attention to the words, you wouldn't keep responding with shit that doesn't make any goddamn sense. Just zip it for a second and listen to me. You're asking for examples. I'm giving you examples. Yes, Erica.
I heard everything.
Then you can keep your ass on mute because I'm not talking to the fucking comments and neither are you. Do that shit on mute. Yes, Erica.
I'm going to send you a message in Discord.
Okay. $25,000 to help homeowners buy their first home, specifically, or assistance to first generations with a preference for first generation. That would have helped black people who we know historically have been robbed from generational wealth through home ownership. I'm sure you're aware of redlining. Pray to God, I hope. I'm sure you're aware of segregation, so on and so forth. That would have directly impacted people who were not likely to own homes the most, which were us. Okay? That's another thing. You know what else would have also helped? The universal healthcare that you're talking about. While she didn't quite literally run off of universal healthcare, expansion of the Affordable Care Act, getting more people covered because black people oftentimes are left out of that equation because we can't afford it because we're in the neighborhoods where it doesn't reach. We would have been directly impacted by that too. The ACA impacted us. As expensive as it is now, that put millions of Americans on healthcare versus us not having it before. That's 3 examples. Should I keep going?
Yeah, give me when was one more, please add one more. What date was the Fair Housing Act signed? Since you're talking about, I should know what redlining is. Of course I know what that is. When was the fair, since you're talking about that subject?
Was it maybe 60s, 80s? I'm not sure. When was it passed?
1978.
Okay.
And then it was one added in like 1988. That was like after like gender and then for like.
You're wrong.
The more.
It was 1968.
Which class was that for?
What?
The Fair Housing Act has things added to it.
We know that it was. We know that it was added. I'm not sure if you're
familiar with that.
But the Fair Housing Act, all right, was signed into law in 1968. Literally,
the amendments you'd be talking about would be afterwards, or additions.
Okay, it's Title 8 of the 68 Civil Rights Act.
What happened in 1978 with the Fair Housing Act? What did they add?
You tell us.
I would have to search it up, man. It's a lot of.
Why the fuck did you just ask us?
I forget. I named one thing they added, but like.
What is the purpose of you bringing up the act?
There was no Fair Housing Act in 1978.
The purpose of me bringing up the act was what you said. You said I should know what redlining is. Well, you didn't know what.
No, the Fair Housing Act in 1968.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
you're a stupid ass nigga. I just want to say that. You're a stupid ass nigga. And let me explain to you exactly why you're a stupid ass nigga. I was giving you examples of what the fuck you asked for, which was how Kamala Harris helped black people. I was giving you examples. All I simply mentioned, on top of the main thing you should have been listening to, which was the $25,000 down payment assistance, which would have impacted black families who were robbed historically of generational wealth through home ownership. You completely dodged that, and you nitpicked at me saying, I hope you know what redlining is and how it affected us. You dodged the whole fucking point to go nitpick at that. This is why I said you need to pay fucking close attention and listen closely and stop trying to find ways to wiggle out of the conversation and wiggle out of the points.
I'll answer the point. It's just your character.
Does $25,000 down payment assistance Would that help black people who have been historically robbed from generational wealth via home ownership? Yes or no?
She was typing in the back, and I have headphones on. My brother.
I am. I'm typing a message to Hector. I'm typing a message to Hector, and this is ridiculous.
Was a little. Could you please repeat it for me?
So hold on one moment. You're 21 years old. You're 21, and you're literally like you're choosing ignorance. I don't know why you are choosing ignorance. I don't know where you grew up. I don't know what your dynamics are in your family and your extended family. But you are. It does mean lack of knowledge. But the thing is, sir, is that you are not willing to seek knowledge. That is the thing. You say, educate me. That's what you say. I literally sat here and told you, all right, that one, the Fair Housing Act was signed in 1968. There was no Fair Housing Act of 1978. Okay, there wasn't.
What was added?
There simply wasn't.
What was added?
You tell us what was added to it. Tell us what was added to it.
He about to say, I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Is that it? Fucking exactly. Stop asking us what was added to it when you don't even know what was fucking added to it. All right?
Bro,
you're a ridiculous person. You're 21 years old. You legitimately have enough time in your life, hopefully. All right? You have enough time in your life to fucking change. Sex was not added in 1978. Sex was always there. Sex was literally there in 1968 when it was signed into law.
That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie.
Sex and gender is two different things. If we
know that sex and gender are two different things.
Does it have to do?
But he's a fucking idiot. All right, Hector, allow me to be upset for you. But I suggest you take a look at the Discord.
Into 1978, and I already said one of them. And y'all say I don't know which one I'm talking about. I named one of them on the one I'm talking about. Whether y'all want to accept those facts or not, I accepted the fact.
It's not a fact because your silly ass don't even know what you're talking about.
But I added the correct one in 1978.
I don't know who just did that.
It was Sean. It was accidental. Trump supporters request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. If you're over on the tube side, you may call in the number on screen, 737-295-5321. Guys, continue to tap the screen. We have about 300 people in here. Let's get the likes up to 100K. I think we can do so within the next 30 minutes. Send your daily heart me if you haven't already. If you're looking in the top left corner, you see that follow button. Hit that follow button. We are live randomly throughout the week and every single Saturday at 3 p.m. CST. Check out the links in the bio. It's going to take you to my shop where you can get yourself some merchandise. You can join the Discord, follow me on the social media platforms, and the Cash App, PayPal, Venmo for those of you going to support the stream that way. Please make sure we're taking care of Erica while we're here as well. Let's knock out these finger heart goals. There's about 60 more left of this. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know what the... this conversation is stupid.
This motherfucker... It is so stupid. Like, there's got to be other people. God damn it. Like, if you're a Trump supporter, you actually voted for him and you still support him, get in the box. All right, it's 300 people in here. I know at least one of you already have the balls to request up.
Yeah, I'm seeing invites getting sent out. So I don't know why they're chicken tonight.
Like, don't let this be whatever this is. I don't know what Bill got going on. This is a fucking...
Let's try this. Oh, go ahead.
Stupid. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm complaining.
Bill, give me one good reason not to vote.
Wait, can we go into what was added in 1978?
Please tell us what was added in 1978.
Let's see. They established the development of HUD. Everybody knows what HUD is. And then they also established FHEO, Fair Housing and Equal Opportunity. So So why didn't she want to go into the things that was tied into those? And if you want to be into the semantics of it all, those mean gender. Linguistics of it all, those words ties into a gender of a people. They still got to do something. Urban. Who is the urban? Who is the people in the urban area?
Is the point of what you're talking about? What is the point of this addition and what it is?
I added the correct thing on what I was talking about. Y'all said I didn't know what I was talking. Crazy.
I'm going to ask you this one more time. And I want you to listen closely to the words coming out of my mouth. You asked us to tell you what Kamala Harris did for women. We then proceeded to cite said things. You wanted to go on
He's
this
lying.
ramble about what happened
No,
in the
how
Fair
you
Housing
trust a
Act,
woman if
specifically
those
in
same women are white?
1978,
Is the
as if that had
hospital
anything
pushing
to
a black
do.
woman?
Shut the fuck up. As if that had anything to do with the conversation. So I want you to track for 0.2 goddamn seconds, and I want you to tell me what was the relevance of what you just brought up and the conversation.
All right, we can get back to the topic.
So
of what
none.
You said.
But
So you're
he's
just
lying.
saying shit.
No, I'm
I
not
know he's
lying.
lying. There's
No, I
nothing
can
major
go into
added to
that.
the act in
I can go
78.
into that conversation 100%.
Yeah.
Let's see. 1974 amendment was discrimination based off of sex. So I don't know what he's talking about that happened in 78.
78 was just basically expanding the provisions and including things like housing development, so like the projects and whatnot, and rehabilitation.
Thank you guys for the
It
follows.
streamlined appraisals, and also it changed basically how people could. Let me make sure of this here.
What she is describing
It
to the
changed the
people who don't
wording
know
for
is
bankruptcies. Is
HUD,
1978. What
Housing
you're
and
talking
Urban
about is the one
Development,
from
and then
1974.
FH. No, that's 1978.
I'm sorry. Do you have an issue with HUD?
Sex was added.
Do you have an issue with HUD?
1974 amount.
I'm so sorry. How could it have? Okay.
Sex was added in 1924 amount. We're not talking about
So in 1974, all right, when the FHA was amended by the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974, all right, that wasn't HUD. You're saying that was something different?
No, I just told you HUD was like established. The like framework, it really like it was established in 1978, and it 100% made the law more effective.
HUD was established September 9th of 1965. I want you to just shut the fuck up.
You think that
seriously? You're getting on my motherfucking nerves. Like seriously, I know that you want Hector to crash out.
When it was established.
Nigga, it was literally, what does established and created mean?
Search up when it was established.
These are synonyms, dumb. I'm not gonna call you the D word. You're stupid. You're stupid.
W's in the chat.
1978 was when it was established.
W's in the chat to Verillion for the $5 super chat. Caller, you want women leaders, but you're disrespectful towards Erica. Yeah, that's not adding. Yeah, this is a smoke screen. This is all a load of bullshit. This is all the bullshit. W's in the chat to Sean for the $2 super chat. Erica is God's given best anger translator ever. She's something. WCU Sean. W's in the chat to Bugsby for the $10 super chat. Billy's young and a lot less informed than he thinks. His parents never told him he was wrong, therefore he's the smartest guy in the room. Usually he's alone. Take that and split it with Erica. Damn, y'all.
God bless you.
Those are in
Thank you, Bugsby. W's in the chat to Bugsby. W's in the chat to Bugsby. Guys, best ways to support the platform. Shut the fuck up. Hey, shut up. Best ways to support the platform is going to be the links in the bio.
But he really, not on things like.
Best way to support the platform is going to be the links in the bio. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Hector Talks with 2 R's, Hector Talks with 2 R's, or PayPal, Hector Pal with 2 O's and 2 R's. If you're over on the tube side, you may send a super chat or super sticker. So, I'm going to ask you this now, unless Erica had something to add. Go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
I have some to read.
How did she?
Shut up. Shout out to Jonna for the 20. Jonna says, sorry I missed your live today. Oh, it happens. Help the... Oh, wow. I'm glad that she's safe, Jonna. Glad that she's safe. Yeah, it was a good stream. Jonna, we got up to 1.2 thousand on the TikToks. So that was pretty awesome. Drop some hearts in the chat for Jonna and definitely sending you some hugs, love. Oh my gosh. Shauna sent this earlier, but shout out to Shauna for asking. Shut the fuck up. Jonna said this earlier and said, is coonery in the air tonight? Yes, the fuck it is. Just wanted to read that again. Oh my God. And one more.
The matriarch of a woman I'm talking about.
One more. Shout out to Sean for the 5. Sean said, don't talk about respecting women when interrupting a woman, especially one who can educate you. That doesn't even rate irony. Killing me, Smalls. Exactly.
Disrespect her at all. Y'all think talking.
You think not calling names. You think just because you're not calling names that you're being respectful. You're actually refusing to listen and engage in the conversations here. That's what you're doing. And that is highly disrespectful. It is. Listen, you PPP demon. All right? You fucking non-voting.
You look more like a
person.
demon with the Medusa lock.
Like, you really, really, really are the worst of us. The worst. You have the audacity to actually complain about a system that you're forced to live in, but you don't even want to do nothing to try to fix it. You come up here in Hector's space and you're literally trying to say that you want the matriarch back because the matriarch is what we used to be. You know what? You're right. You're right. Before we were stolen from our land in Africa, all right? Yeah, you're right. Women did run things. You're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct. We did. We did. But guess what? We're never going to get that back. We're never going to get that back if we have people like you sitting on the sidelines doing absolutely nothing but twiddling your fucking thumbs.
That's called a mirror reflection.
And sitting out of the fucking game.
Like I said, that's
you're fucking silly pants. That's all I'm going to say about you. I'm going to keep it cute. You fucking, what Casso call y'all? You fucking PPP demon.
Why do you watch?
It's, ugh.
Do the exact same.
Bill, give me one good reason not to vote. Give me one good reason not to vote.
You can't.
Give me one good reason not to vote, Bill.
I'll give you one. 100%. I'll give you one good reason not to vote. It was 100%. I mean, but if you want to get to the facts of it, it was some shit in it. I mean, that's my first time cussing, but there was some stuff in there trying to respect the panel. There was some stuff in there where the voting was rigged. The numbers was messed with and all of those things.
Rigged for who?
It don't matter. We're not talking about you're asking me to give.
It literally does. You're making a claim. Get specific. Rigged for who? If you can't get specific, then you're talking out of your ass, just like a fucking maggot.
I can definitely get specific. I can get specific on my claim.
Then hurry the fuck up.
Oh, now I gotta hurry on my claim.
Yes, because you like to gish gallop and ramble, and you'll go 3 minutes in without making a lick of sense. So get specific. Show that black intelligence if you have it. What rigging are you talking about?
Do you not know what the rigging word means? Like rigging numbers. It's that simple. At the end of the day, the presidency.
What the fuck was that?
I should have stuck to Trump supporters. That's what I should have done. I should have stuck to Trump supporters.
Didn't we just have a conversation about listening to your gut instinct?
Tube, I just played the crash out and drop music. That's why you were muted. I apologize. We can't play that over on the Tube side. Otherwise, we will get a flag. W's in the chat to Jonna. Hi, Jonna. For the $20 Venmo. Does he not understand what the real meaning of ignorance means? Why do people get so offended when they are called that? Just get educated and you won't be called that. You know what? I've always had this, and I mentioned this in a live beforehand, Jonna. I've always said that if someone calls me something, it's not going to offend me if it's true. So if I'm ignorant on something and someone calls me ignorant on something, you know what the better response to do would be than getting offended? It would be to get non-ignorant. That's not a fucking word. It's to not be ignorant about it anymore. Go do some learning.
Ask questions.
Read a fucking book. Ask some questions. You came up here and you said, educate me. And then you rebutted everything with fucking nonsense. I still don't know what his point was.
Me neither.
I still don't know what his point was.
He talked about HUD. Why are we talking about HUD? Also, HUD was created in 1965.
Congratulations.
It was 1965.
Democrats looked out for poor people again. Another example of why the fuck you should have voted. W's in the chat to you, Jonna. W's in the chat to you, Jonna. I appreciate your support. Guys, best way to support the platform is going to be links in the bio. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Trump supporters.
That's a CIA operative. That's a CIA operative.
Like, oh my God.
Ain't no other reason. That's an operative right there. He worked for Edgar Hoover and them. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Edgar
I swear
Hoover
it's a Discord
crazy.
of them. It's a Discord of them. I'm trying to tell you. I guarantee Swan gonna be full of them tonight. Whoever is live tonight is gonna be full of them. They are out. Who the hell left the door open?
I don't know. That was rough. That was rough.
Ain't no way. I swear.
All right, Trump supporters, back to y'all. Trump supporters, back to you. Trump supporters, if you regret your vote, request up in the box. We especially want to talk to you. I want to know what it is. I want to know what did you in. Was it the Epstein files and the fact that he's quite literally protecting predators? If you say they're Democrats, he's protecting them on the left and the right. Was it the fact that he said America first and then quite literally started worrying about Greenland, Venezuela, Russia, Israel,
Colombia,
Mexico,
Iran,
Cuba?
Iran.
Was it that? Or maybe it was the fact that up to now, you still have a president of the United States who denies the results of the 2020 election to the extent to where he's now suing and politically persecuting anyone who simply respected the results of the election, such as Dominion voting machines, who he got one of his rich Republican buddies to now buy the domain so that they can maybe attempt to rig the elections in 2028. What did you in? I want to know. And if you do not regret your vote, then you can request up as well, and I will give you several different reasons as to why you should. Guys, continue to tap the screen. We're almost at 100K likes. We've been live for about an hour. Almost at 100K likes. Continue to do the tapping. Do all the good things. If you haven't sent your heartbeat, do so in the top left corner. Also, feel free to click on there. You'll scroll down. I don't remember what league we're in. I can't see that anymore. Knock out all the gifts in the gift gallery. Thank you so much to the people who have so far. Let's see. I'm seeing some gray outs in the chat. Why y'all grayed out in the chat? That's GOP. That's GOP behavior. Send your heartbeats. That's GOP behavior. Midterms might not be safe either.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know, Hector. I'll talk to you about it, behind the scenes. But I don't know, bro.
I think Donald Trump is desperate. So we don't know what's going to happen.
Super desperate.
He's absolutely desperate. B5, thank you. Oh, shit. I got that big ass gallery, don't I?
It's not that big.
What is it?
It's attainable.
Is it 15 items?
Yeah, but it's attainable.
God damn. I went from my little, what was it, 9 or 10 before? My little 9 or 10 before? Oh my gosh. Not Gucci and Jordan both being slores in the chat. Look at
Demons.
y'all. Look at y'all.
Absolute
on cue
demons.
too. On cue too. Look at y'all.
It made no sense.
God bless you.
W's to you, Shauna. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate you. Thank you for the hearts. I just that was worse than MAGA.
That was a lot.
That was worse than MAGA. Because at least MAGA believes that they're voting for something and can see, even if it's a lie, what they're voting on.
Damn, Mel took care of the DJ glasses already?
Yes, Mel took care of the DJ glasses. W to
Okay,
Mel.
Mel, I seen you. I see you. That's what's up.
It's
I'm
like
trying to see something.
to say all these things that you care about and then not pay attention to the process that will get you closer to what you care about. You don't care about none of it. He was lying. You don't give a fuck about matriarchy. You don't give a fuck about women. That's why he couldn't even respect you every time you had a word to say. He don't give a shit about healthcare. Not in the slightest. We have fireworks in there now? Damn. Thank you, Erica. W's in the chat to Erica. W's in the chat to Erica for the fireworks. Oh, I got the big shit now.
I've done my friend duty. My job here is done.
Like, you don't care about any of that stuff. So why would you come up on a panel and virtue signal? I think a lot of you niggas are just lonely. You just want somebody to talk to. That's what I think. I'm actually convinced that a lot of you guys are just lonely and you just want somebody to talk to. So you come up here and lie. And you play in our fucking faces.
God bless you.
You play in our fucking faces. Thank you, Cowboys, for the hearts. You play in our fucking faces.
I was looking for you earlier too, Hector.
I started at 8:30. Or
I tried to do like a gift gallery like mod announcement. Totally flubbed it. I was like, where is Hector?
Oh, since I don't have my second phone, that's usually what I use to plug up to the car when I'm doing my black job. But I can't do that anymore, so I have to use my main, so I can't be blasting lives when people get in it.
Understandable.
So there's that. Trump supporters, where you guys at? Don't tell me there's not a single one of you in here. Don't tell me this is a full chat full of libs. I refuse to believe it. Ain't no way.
God bless you.
Ain't no way. WCU Gucci for the Galaxy. I appreciate you.
Gooch.
W's. I fucking hate it when you say that. W's in the chat to Gooch for the gallery. The Galaxy, not gallery. The Galaxy in the gallery. W's in the chat to you. Appreciate your support. No, it seems like all they want to talk about is ICE in Venezuela now, which I think is funny. Because the second those two events happened, they completely forgot of all the failures of the administration beforehand.
Yuppers.
That's just what I've noticed.
Boy gonna come on my live tonight talking about some I support ICE. I said, you sound like a rage baiter. He said, no, I support ICE.
I was there for that.
I'm like, yeah, you heard that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you support ICE? Make it make sense. He left anyways because I was dealing with I don't know what the hell that was. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say it right now. If you are a black male and you voted for Donald Trump, stay the fuck away from my platform, please.
W money gun, that part.
Stay away.
W's in the chat to Sean for the $5 super chat. Unfortunately, you just knocked Erica out of top place for the most stupid caller of the night. But yeah, she had it rough. Is that true, Erica?
Yeah. That's why I said if you are a black male and you voted for or you support Donald Trump, stay the fuck away from my platform. Don't come over there. I'm never doing that call ever again. I didn't even do it tonight. I don't even know where they came from. They don't listen.
What did he say?
I don't remember. Are you serious? Oh, I had one that was really fun though. One that was really fun. This boy, he came by. He talking about some that Obama was in the e-files. Then he said, "I'll bet you $100." I bet you $100. That's what he said.
I know he did.
And I was like, I thought, okay, bet. Prove it. And he kept doing that thing where they do all that talking, right? And then guess what he did? He skedaddled.
Of course he did.
He skedaddled.
Of course he did.
It was fun. It was fun.
Okay, my live downloaded. I got a clip to edit tonight. Guys, continue to do all the good things. We're almost at 100K. Yes, I owe you money, Erica. Continue to do the things. We are almost at 100K. 259 people in here. Make sure that we're doing all the things because the algorithm is algorithming. So we want to get back on the FYP. We may do a restart after we hit 100K and see what other chats we can get going. And this time, fuck you non-voters. I'm done. I tried. Dude mentioned Jews. Dude said triple K. Then he talked about we'll never be a matriarchy. Then he said, I want the Democratic Party to come out and make a statement and saying we were here before Christopher Columbus.
What the fuck?
Crazy shit. And I'm like, okay, how does that impact you now? What does that do for you now? But yet, why are you ignoring all the statements from prominent Democrats who have very, very much spoken on the true history of slavery? When 2024...
Is there such thing as a prominent Democrat?
Yes.
Who are the leaders of your party?
Wouldn't say leaders.
Which ones are most prominent?
Bernie Sanders, which is more so an independent, to be fair. That's fine. Technical. We can look at literally the one in this quote unquote power that you're talking about, which would be Hakeem Jeffries, although I can't fucking stand him and I can't wait till they vote him out. We can talk about AOC. We can talk about Jasmine Crockett. She definitely runs the media. She's fucking killing it in the media. We can talk about Katie Hochul, who's doing a phenomenal job in the state of New York alongside the New York City Mayor, Zohran Mamdani. We can talk about Gretchen Whitmer. We can talk about Gavin Newsom, to name a few.
So I'm guessing that your favorite out of those people you mentioned is Bernie, huh?
No.
Really?
Did you vote for Trump?
Did.
Okay. Do you regret your vote?
No, absolutely not.
And why is that?
I don't think he's the best representation of our party, but he's definitely a representation of our party. You know, I think that he's better than Kamala.
Did you hear my question?
Yeah, he's better than Kamala. That's why I don't regret my vote.
By what metric?
I mean, look what we're doing. You know, we just saved Venezuela. We're getting more oil. Drill, baby, drill.
How do we save Venezuela?
Right. So, yeah, I mean, they're happy that their dictator is out of power. Not a president. He's a dictator. So they're happy that they don't have many more. They're cheering us on.
Are you Venezuelan?
They love Trump. They love the USA. No, I've talked to many Venezuelans, though, and they agree.
Oh, yeah? You did a consensus of Venezuelans on the ground that are super happy with Trump's occupation there?
No, I talked to people who are here in America that are from Venezuela, and they were like, thank God. You know, my entire family is happy. All my friends are happy. They're doing better down there.
I don't know what that has to
It's
do
gonna
with
go
your
that
point that
direction.
he saved them.
Okay, I mean, are they happy?
What does that have to do with them being saved?
Wow.
Being happy
They're
that
happy.
a piece of shit
I'm
is
happy.
gone doesn't negate
You're
the
not
fact that he
happy.
now has a vice president who supported all the things that he did beforehand sitting in that seat. The gang violence hasn't stopped. Their weaponization of the military hasn't stopped. Their oppressive policies haven't stopped. Maria Machado still hasn't returned to Venezuela after the fraudulent election bullshit that they had last year. So
what you're
you
saying is
keep
we have
talking
to
about this
intervene
whole
more in
freedom
their
and
country.
saviorness, but it hasn't happened. We're just occupying the place.
So what you're saying is we have to intervene more. We got to get the gang violence out. We got to get the cartels
No,
out.
we don't
gotta-
even know if he was legally authorized to intervene to begin with.
What? Biden was the one who put the $25 million bounty on his head, hoping that another country did it.
Ain't
But then
no
we stepped in and
fucking
did it.
way.
Yep.
Ain't no way,
Yeah.
boy. Ain't no fucking way.
Yep.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. And you know what? I'm gonna save you some trouble, Dean. I just want to, unless you want to do it, Hector. You want to do it,
No.
or should I
not
just
really.
save him
It's
some
up to
trouble?
you.
I'm gonna just save you some trouble. All right. You can teacup for just a little bit, right? And just go look at my page and look at the very first video.
Why don't you just tell me what it
Literally.
is? I'll Google it for myself. I'm not just going to listen to somebody talk about it. I want to actually find it.
Yeah. Who put the bounty on Maduro first?
Well, Biden just raised it.
Exactly. So why are you mentioning that Biden raised it when Trump is the one that put the bounty on his head?
Right. All
Like,
I
what
said
would
is
be
that
the
as a bounty
relevancy?
that Biden put it at 25 mil.
But what would be the relevancy? Because Trump upped it to 50 mil. So what's the relevancy of you saying that?
All I said is that Biden put it at 25 mil for his
We
head.
know what you said.
Was it a
We
live or
know what
unalive
you're.
bounty?
We know exactly what it is that you said. Okay, but here's the thing: you tried to imply, all right, that even Joe Biden wanted to take action against Maduro.
And he did.
And you know what? You'll be right. Joe Biden wanted to have him prosecuted. All right. Whereas Donald Trump has actually taken military action against Maduro.
He's being
All right?
prosecuted.
Action against him that, as Hector said, we do not know if it was legal or not. So that's up in the air. And the way in which he was captured, if it is determined that he literally was captured illegally, all right, that means that the charges that they have against him right now in this case is going to get thrown out.
I'm sure
That is
they
one of
read
the
him his
consequences
rights.
of that.
And then we're going to
sure they
have
read him his
It's not
repercussions.
about. It's literally not about reading him his rights,
No,
sir.
that was a joke. Anyways, so both
That was a really
Democrat
bad
parties,
joke.
both Democrat parties and Republican parties have agreed that this guy is bad news. For some reason, Trump did it, and that's bad. If Biden did it, it would have been the best thing for Democrats.
So
They're like,
notice how
"Yeah,
you're
we
not
took it."
acknowledging the fact that we don't even know if it's legally sound. Like, I don't know if the GOP chip just activated in your brain again and told you to go harder. We
As
do
long
not
as-
know if it's legally sound. The Venezuelan people are not free because they still have a vice president, an entire military building since before 2017, but specifically in 2017 when he ramped up loyalists in the region. And they've made statements saying that they do not support the Trump administration, that they are not cooperating cooperating with them, and all Trump's doing is tweeting on social media, quote unquote, pledges and oil barrels that he says he had a conversation with that we're going to get, with no proof whatsoever. So I don't know why you keep doing this whole thing here, because the Venezuelan people aren't free. The celebrations of a piece of shit getting popped, when I say popped, I mean taken out of the area, isn't going to be an example of the Venezuelan people being free, because it's the same regime. So that's a false premise.
All right. Well, first I'm gonna touch base on you guys saying that it's potentially illegal what Trump did. Well, even if it is, he's not leaving an American jail cell until after Trump's term. That's just not gonna happen.
I don't know what that has to do with anything I just said. I don't care if he leaves in 2047. It means nothing to the point that you made, which is that the Venezuelan people were freed by him. So would you like to make another point?
We're going to make more steps in that country. And this isn't
yes, American imperialism. We understand. Why else did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, mostly immigration, because it affects me on my day-to-day basis.
How?
I own a construction company, and I have to bid against people who hire these illegal immigrants.
Okay.
To bring down the wages in my industry.
Brownie, did you vote for Trump?
I just wanted to say something. I just wanted to come up and tell. No.
He wants to replace me.
Go ahead, Dean.
Yeah. So I bid constantly against these guys that are hiring illegal immigrants. They bring down the dollar amount for the wages of the employees in blue collar trades. Not only just blue collar trades, but other businesses as well. For instance, there's a pizza shop who just got raided by ICE in my local town. Here in Pennsylvania, the owners of these businesses that hire illegal employees don't get reprimanded for it in any way, shape, or form. They just bring new ones in, and whenever they get taken, they get taken. ICE knows that this is a business that uses these people, and they just keep on coming and taking them, and they just keep on replacing them. And it's just a never-ending cycle. You know, they would rather hire these people for $5 an hour or however much they fucking make, rather than actually paying an American citizen.
When have you reported one of these businesses?
Everybody does in my entire town.
No, I didn't say everybody. I said, when have you reported one of these businesses?
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh.
They get raided
So you're
constantly.
working in an industry where this would directly impact you, and you see this happening everywhere. You can give a specific example of a raid, which means nothing because literally everybody's getting raided, even American citizens. And you cannot substantiate any example of an actual verified undocumented migrant working for some of these companies and corporations and then being prosecuted as such, because according to you, they keep disappearing and then coming right back. So then that would be an issue of enforcement, that would have also taken place under the Trump administration. How long have you been in construction?
My entire life.
Your entire life. And how old are you?
27.
27. Okay. So approximately 9 years ago, you were 18 years old, and we were under Trump's first term, where the same thing would have been happening. So there'd be a bigger issue that raids couldn't fix, could it?
My father owned a construction company when I was growing up. I've been doing this kind of work since I was 12. If I stayed home sick from school, I was
yeah. My point still stands.
So, yeah, I've been around these people, and they've been affecting my life for many years.
Allegedly.
And my father's life. Yeah, I mean, I can give you proof. There's entire developments around my area and many other areas that just aren't getting built because the undocumented immigrants are scared to show up to work.
Allegedly, undocumented migrants aren't showing up to work to build these places.
I mean, I can give you a pizza restaurant that's like a couple miles away that got raided multiple times by ICE. And so I worked at a pizza shop when I was like 15, briefly. But, you know, these are jobs that are taken from, you know, high schoolers and people that are just joining the job trade. You know, people that should be making like $10, $12 an hour working at a pizza store. Mind you, that I live in a very, very, like Pennsylvania.
So your issue would be the corporations that would be hiring undocumented migrants over American citizens, allegedly. And yet you voted for the guy who quite literally gave some of those very same businesses and corporations the biggest tax cuts in history. And proposed nothing in Congress, and proposed not even an executive order to say we are going to aggressively prosecute the businesses that are hiring these people. So once again, in the example that you just gave, They get raided, more come back. Yet Donald Trump, who understands this, mind you, is playing y'all like fools when he's actually not addressing plugging the issue at the southern border and beyond versus just kicking people out.
So you're saying he gave tax cuts to all businesses and corporations, or just the ones that hire illegal immigrants?
I never specified.
Yeah, well, you specifically said it when we're talking here about illegal immigration.
Yes, those same corporations that would hire undocumented migrants that you're complaining about would have benefited from these tax cuts that you're referencing.
All businesses.
There's been no prosecution of said businesses under the big beautiful bill. Only about 150 to 170 billion more dollars allocated to ICE to kick more people out. I love in your example. I'm simply telling you that the problem isn't being addressed. But you say, according to you, your life is better now.
Hopefully it gets better. I'm not saying it's better now.
Hopefully.
I mean, there are people
Trust
that
the
are
plan,
afraid
right?
to show up to work due to ICE in general. Is that not true? Is there not people who are afraid to show up to work because of ICE?
I have no doubt in my mind that there's probably someone who's not showing up to work because of ICE.
Right.
Hell, I know a lot of American people that are now afraid to go outside because they can get shot in the fucking face.
Good. So.
Oh, that's good?
Yeah. FAFO. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
So it's not America first. It's not Americans first.
No.
It's not about legality, right?
I mean, some people say it was legal. Some people say it wasn't. Whatever. Who am I to determine?
No.
That's between Jesus and that man.
No.
Anyways.
No, it's not. That's between our laws. Jesus ain't got fuck all to do with this shit. You just said good. That a woman was shot in the fucking face by an ICE agent who should have never been engaging with her.
I did not say good that she got shot.
I literally said, you think that's good? And you said...
I said good to the fact that people are afraid.
How many times a night do we end up doing this, guys? How many times a night do we end up doing this? Wrong camera.
Do you think you're making a difference?
We know that you're not. Anywho, everyone, it's over 300 people in here. Let's keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get Hector up to I can't see. Up to 200,000 likes. So let's tap the screen. Also, continue to share and repost the live. And I can't see, but whatever his gift goal is, knock it out. Let's go ahead and knock it out. All right. So let's do all of the good things, guys. All of the good things. All right. And yeah, while Hector deals with whatever this is, these people are just deplorable, despicable. They get worse like every single day. Every single day. But it's understandable because you definitely support a person like Donald Trump who blatantly lied and called the woman a domestic terrorist, even though I hope that you believe your eyes, Dean's PA, that you saw the fact that she wasn't aggressive. All right. And you also saw the fact that that agent wasn't in need of any type of medical care because he actually did a little skip and a hop to where her vehicle ended up crashing after he pew-pewed her in the face. So, but you support a liar. So there's that. Here we are.
Yeah. All righty. So here's this. Because of ICE.
Right.
Hell, I know a lot of American people that are now afraid to go outside because they get shot in the fucking face.
Good. So.
Oh, that's good?
Yeah. Afraid to go outside because.
Hey,
I said good.
Shut the fuck up. We can't hear the goddamn clip when you're talking. Great?
FAFO.
Oh, FAFO. Okay,
Get
let's
shot
go
in the
back again.
fucking
face.
Good. So.
Oh, that's good?
Yeah. FAFO. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
Oh.
So,
God bless you.
So it's not America first. It's not Americans first.
No.
It's not about legality, right? So, you want to play stupid again?
I said good to your first claim. And
I said I know a lot of
down.
Americans who are scared to leave their house, American citizens, because they could get shot in the face. You said good. And I said, you think that's good? You said fafo. And then you tried to walk it back, and now you're trying to walk it back again, you degenerate piece of fucking shit. You're exactly what's wrong with this goddamn country. Get the fuck off my platform. Trump supporters request up in the box. You're the demographic of people that I want to have a conversation with. If you're over on the tube side, you may call in the number on screen, 737-295-5321. Delaney, did you vote for Trump?
Whoops, I did not mean to come up.
Thank you. Thank you guys for knocking out the gift goal. I'm going to go ahead and reset it here to another thing. Killing American citizens is good now. Killing American citizens in cold blood is good now. His entire argument was undocumented migrants and getting them out to better his life, to increase his income, to give him more jobs and contracts. But if we do it by killing some Americans, beautiful, great thing, right? But we're the heartless ones. We're the ones who want to kill everybody and babies. Make it make fucking sense. Make it make fucking sense. Oh my goodness. He didn't even know what he was talking about in his examples.
He didn't.
Guys,
he did not.
We can't.
Also,
yes.
Go ahead, Hector. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say we can't fix the immigration issue by just dumping out a bunch of people who are still coming in. The numbers are rising back up, mind you. I've went over it time and time again. October, November, December. 6 times more than what was the previous months before. He doesn't have a handle on anything. He just wanted to give you guys a paper, a little show to say, look, I'm doing something, and then revert right back to not giving a fuck. He did this already in his first term. Man declared several different emergencies at the border. Go ahead, Erica.
Oh, I was reading about the oil in Venezuela. They're estimating that just like to see a moderate increase in production, it can take $10 to $20 billion. And if they want to get the production back to like the 1990s levels, it can take upwards of $110 billion, which is a whole lot of money. And remember, Trump wants us to pay for it, the American taxpayers to pay for it. Also, another thing about this oil is that we do have refineries on the coast of like the Gulf Coast, so Louisiana and Texas, that can refine this heavy crude. But the environmental impact is so grave that there's a concern that the people who live in those areas can start suffering from increased cases of cancer. Asthma. What else did they mention? I want to make sure I get it all. Because, yeah, that is absolutely scary. Absolutely scary.
Very much so.
Cancer and asthma. Yeah. Because, and also premature unaliving. And guess who lives in those areas? Yes, exactly. Yes, Black people. So there's that. So they're going to have no fucking problem with refining that oil. It's like disgusting. It's just disgusting. And what's his name? Not his name, but Exxon. Exxon does not want to drill in Venezuela at all. They have absolutely no interest in doing so. None. Just also, there's something in regards to this, like with diesel, and I was reading it here on the AtlanticCouncil.org. This is an opinion piece, so I would caution, but one of the concerns that experts have in regards to this is that if they basically, how can I put it? If the U.S. has to basically do military action in Venezuela, what would happen is like when I say military, like actually have troops on the ground there, because the oil infrastructure would be susceptible to like sabotage, is what they're saying. Then it could impact the diesel markets. And the diesel trucks are what we use to basically carry our foods back and forth. And so they could see higher prices with diesel, and we have higher prices with diesel, we have higher food prices.
Which would then do the complete opposite of what everyone's bragging about. Gas is $2 a gallon right now. Friendly reminder, this happens every January. Every January.
True.
Let me look at the
EIA?
averages. And see where we're at this time last year. Prices, this. Today, last year.
I did this racist shite.
What?
I wonder if English is their first language. I don't know. I'm reading the comments.
Oh.
I sent the person an invite.
Okay, here we go. So
We're not talking to non-voters today. Please stay away.
Count if I don't vote. I mean, we don't have MAGA in the box, so I will. Is there
I'm
a
so
non-voter?
scared. Okay, Hector will. I'll be quiet.
Why the fuck aren't you voting? Why do you guys watch
I'm
these
so
live?
scared.
This is what kills me. This is what kills me about
Hi.
non-voters. They're so invested in this part, but then they don't participate. What is their name here? Mariah?
It's Mariah.
Mariah?
Yeah.
Did you... Okay, you said you didn't vote, right?
Yeah. I had all intention of voting,
Okay. What happened?
but I couldn't support either party, so
Oh, for
I didn't
fuck's
feel
sake.
like my vote would count. Oh, well, if you're going to be like that, then...
Those are two different arguments. You couldn't vote either party, which I'm assuming is going to go into a moral thing, and then my vote wouldn't count. So which one was it?
Both. I think, and... I mean, if you don't want to have the conversation, we don't have to have it, but...
Why did you think your vote wouldn't
He's the
count?
one that wants to have the conversation. I don't want to, so that's why I'm going to stay on mute.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Why did you think your vote wouldn't count?
If I had voted Republican, I am registered in Oregon, so it wouldn't have mattered either way. The vote would have gone to Miss Harris, right? Because it's a blue state. I don't support Trump, so even if I had voted Trump again, it wouldn't have counted because the electoral votes would have gone towards Miss Harris. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, your sentiment more so aligns with a growing number of people in those key swing states that cost us the 2024 election. So even if you're in a blue state, I still advocate for every single person to do their civic duty and vote, especially considering that we now have midterms to where we can reduce the powers, and it will matter even now more than ever on the federal level. So now let's get into the part where you said you couldn't vote for either. What exactly is your issue with Kamala Harris?
I think I have many problems with her. I think my biggest problem is that in Jewish communities, she was pro-Israel. In Palestine communities, she was pro-Palestine. I think you need to pick either or and sit with that.
How is she pro-Israel?
She had two different commercials running and two different...
What commercials are you talking about?
Look it up. She had a pro-Israel commercial running in pro-Israel, and she had a pro-Palestine commercial running in non-Jewish communities.
Let's see. I'll put it up on the screen here.
I'm not MAGA. That's the thing.
Let me put it up here. Put that up on the screen. First result that I have.
You fell for the okie doke.
Says Harris ads to win Muslim and Jewish voters expose. This was November 4th, 2024. Interesting date.
Here's the ad U.S. presidential candidate Kamala Harris has been running in the state of Michigan.
No one pronounce her fucking name.
Which has a large Muslim population.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 9 months is devastating. We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering.
And here's the ad she has been airing in Pennsylvania, which has a significant Jewish population.
I will always stand up for Israel's right to defend itself, and I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend.
I'm sorry. This is the DNC. This isn't an ad. This is her DNC speech. This isn't the ad. Hold on.
Defend itself.
Spot the difference? Well, a CNN investigation has revealed that Harris has been promoting different messages on Gaza and Israel depending on the Muslim and Jewish population.
That wasn't even the right CNN look.
She fell for the okie doke. So Hector, you know who was running this ad? Let's see. What's at the end of this ad? Who made this ad?
Let's see.
Of the state she's advertising in. While Harris's Facebook ad targeting Michigan aims to gain votes from Muslims, her ad in Pennsylvania is designed to win the support of pro-Israel Jewish voters. The CNN investigative report shows how the Democratic Party chooses its ads based on each state's demographic makeup, and reveals how Harris's speeches are edited to fit the narrative of her different ads, with her commercial in Pennsylvania purposefully omitting her highlight.
Sponsored, paid by Harris for president. I will always work to ensure the safety and security of the people of Israel and Jewish people here in the United States and around the world. This ad went everywhere, I remember it.
Highlighting the suffering in Gaza, which she called heartbreaking in her Michigan ad. Will these tactics aid her in her quest to win the race to the White House, or will they make voters dubious about her true stance?
Where's the CNN investigative report?
What did it say at the end of that video? Who made that video?
Here's the ad U.S. presidential
House,
or will they make voters dubious about her true stance?
I don't know what TRT World is.
TRT World?
Here's the ad U.S. presidential candidate.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I'm curious, so looking that in a bit. I'm looking for the CNN report. Or Kamala Harris ads. Pro-Trump forces flood airwaves with ads attacking Harris. CNN investigation. Harris fans. If you've been seeing
she
more
never ran a pro-Pally ad. She never ran a pro-Pally ad.
It's quite literally one of the criticisms of her administration was the fact that she wasn't running those ads.
But what she did was she did run. She did have an ad. It wasn't necessarily an ad. It was like because it didn't go on TV. It was only on things like on Google and Snapchat, and it was more so looking at the. It was more so of a humanitarian message to the Arab community in Michigan. So that's where they were. That's where they were running this ad at. To the Arab community in Michigan. And it focused on her quote. What was the quote? Here it says, "I will not be silent about human suffering in Gaza."
Mm-hmm.
And so that wasn't a pro-Pally ad. It was literally just her saying that she's not going to be silent about the harm, the devastation that's going on over there. But it wasn't her taking a stance on it. Do I think that she should have? Yeah, in a perfect world, I would have liked for her to, but it's not as you framed it as an ad, Mariah.
You just called it an ad.
No, I didn't. I said it was more so, it wasn't a pro-Pally ad. Pro-Pal, because you said it was pro-Palestinian, right?
I said she was airing two different.
You called it. You said it was an ad. You said it was a pro-Palestinian ad. Is what you
Yeah.
said.
Two different.
And it
One
wasn't.
pro-Palestine, one pro-Israel in two different areas.
Here
yes.
it is. Here it is. Let
There
me
we
make
go.
sure you guys can see this part.
Love
This
the
is
research.
exactly what I was looking for right here. I hope we all can read
And
this.
then, but also another thing, Hector. Wait, you might actually have it. You know, I can't see with or without my glasses. But I hope that we're on the same page.
Let's see. Let's see. I think we are.
Okay.
In the years since, okay, first off, I did a bit of reading up here where the PAC that she's talking about specifically with the ads would be FF PAC. FF PAC has done some advising.
We're on the same page.
Yes. They've done some advising for the Democratic Party, chose to heavily do digital advertising the last couple of weeks, and that led up to a $450 million budget. Okay. Let's scroll down here. In the years since these groups, okay, we're talking about AIPAC and the loose ruling in 2010. All right, bye-bye. You guys know about that. In the years since, those groups have proliferated and dominated political advertising, driving the cost of U.S. elections to new heights. The 2024 election is poised to break the record set by the 2020 election and see $10.2 billion worth of campaign advertising, according to the ad tracking from Ad Impact. Out of the large universe of outside groups, the Biden-Harris ticket selected FF PAC in July 2023. As its officially endorsed super PAC for the 2024 campaign. The group has taken on an unprecedented role in this year's White House race, centralizing Democratic outside efforts in marked contrast to the balkanized network of pro-Trump outside groups. So, what did we learn, chat? This was a decision made by the Biden administration. This is the Biden administration's PAC that took care of these ads. Kamala Harris, in 107 days, could not choose or review every single ad that went out to every single state. It was this PAC, if anything, that we can rightfully criticize and say, changing your ads to fit certain demographics is kind of fucked. Not Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was not in control of this PAC. They've been existing for quite some time. From the start of December 2023 to October 16th, the end of the most recent FEC reporting period, FF PAC reported raising $394 million and spending $373 million, including $38 million before President Joe Biden's withdrawal from the race in late July. An aide with the group said its budget for the condensed general election between Harris and Trump totaled $450 million, primarily targeting 7 key battleground states. Yeah, go ahead.
Hector. This ain't it.
This
what she's talking about
what
is a Republican back.
She didn't have a vote. She didn't support either or. She didn't support her advertisements anywhere.
Saying she didn't choose.
Think that's... So you want a president who doesn't choose where her ads are going?
She couldn't choose. Joe Biden dropped out of the race. She was handed over Biden's management team. She got a few people in there who worked with her on her local races in California. And then the 2020 election, the rest of it was controlled by Biden's management team. It was 107 days that she had. She was not able to look at super PACs with millions of dollars and go, we don't want that one. She didn't have the time. Erica,
but
what was your
also
point?
the ads. The ads in which Mariah is talking about, where they ran ads in Michigan and also in Pennsylvania, outside of the one that we know officially is Kamala Harris, once again was the humanitarian message, is two conflicting stances on the war in Gaza. All right, but that wasn't Kamala Harris. That was run by by Republican super PACs is who that was run by.
Did she not support everything that Biden did? Is there not interviews of her saying,
this isn't,
I support
this has
Biden?
Nothing. I'm so sorry. I know you heard me talking. That was wicked work. Okay. So with that being said, all right, what you're talking about to finish debunking what you just said, okay, is that Future Coalition PAC, which is Republican, all right, they ran the ad in Pennsylvania, all right, that was basically in support of Israel, okay? And I want to make sure that I get you the other one because all of this stuff is what you can look into. And Future Coalition PAC also ran the ad in Michigan, which was pro-Pally, okay? And again, this is a Republican PAC, not Democrat. Kamala had nothing to do with it.
Oh.
Absolutely nothing to do with it whatsoever.
So FFPAC was, yes, everything I said was correct, and no, she didn't get to choose this, but this was a super PAC advising not to overemphasize attacks on Donald Trump's character and fitness for office, such as recent messaging by the Harris campaign, calling the former president fascist, and remain focused on voters' pocketbooks and reproductive rights. I see. I got you. My baddie.
You just basically, you fell for the okie doke. You fell for misinformation, and actually you fell for disinformation because they purposely lied. And that would be disinformation with the intent to sway opinion. And they were successful, especially when it came to you. But I'm going back on mute. Have fun.
The Democratic Party fell for misinformation?
No, you did.
No, I didn't.
You quite literally did. We just showed you how you did. I was
You
reading
just
the wrong information
showed that it was
from
the
the PAC.
Democratic Party who ran all of those ads.
Did you miss literally everything Erica just said? What did Erica just say? You did.
I did
I'll
not.
put it up on the screen. No problem.
You did.
God bless you.
See, Hector's the nice one. I'm not.
So I was reading the information from a super PAC that actually had nothing to do with Israel and Gaza, as I just finalized there. The CNN investigative report that they were talking about was quite literally reproductive rights and affordability. They didn't touch the topic that you're talking about. A Republican-led super PAC is running contradictory ads in Michigan and Pennsylvania about Vice President Harris's stance on Israel in an apparent effort to target Arab and Jewish voters in the key battleground states. In Michigan, Future Coalition PAC has run several ads emphasizing Harris' support for Israel and suggested that pro-Palestine haters, quote-unquote, hate her. Vice President Harris has chosen a side, the right side, one ad said.
She did a skedaddle.
Of course she did. Of course
She did the skedaddle. Of course she did. Not the skedaddle. But yeah, this article is available on the Hill if you do want to read about it and, of course, do further research. But there's that. So yeah, she literally fell for disinformation. People are so fun. So fun. Like,
W's
clip
in
that.
the
I want
chat.
that clip.
W's in chat to Erica, y'all. W's in the chat to Erica. Because I didn't read well, I did, but then I missed it. This was talking about pro-Harris ads because I was looking for the CNN investigative report, which, again, I still can't find. So
Because there isn't one. That Turkey one is not a reliable source.
well, I'm looking at Key. I'm looking at KFox. I'm looking at a few here. All the CNN ones talk about her ad strategy, which had nothing to do with Israel and Gaza. I'm going to do this again. This is CBS Austin. CNN investigation. Harris running contradictory Israel-Gaza ads based on where you live. They do not link the CNN report. What is this? CNNpolitics.com. Okay, so this is CNN. What does this say? Hear the different messaging on Israel and Gaza from the Harris campaign commercials, depending on where you live. CNN's Andrew Skagzinski and Aaron Burnett discuss how the Kamala Harris campaign's messaging about Israel and Gaza differs depending on which battleground state voters are in. This isn't even an article. This is a video. Okay, we'll watch the video, because this is the only thing I've actually been able to find on CNN. Let's see here. Let's watch the video.
Hair shedding,
With the
it's
ads.
so much more than what you see on the outside. It's a reflection of your work stress.
Guys, continue to
aging,
tap the screen. Let's get the
nutrition,
likes up to
everything
200K.
that's going
Let's get
on
the
in your
likes up to
life.
200K.
So if you want to grow thicker, fuller hair, you have to start with what you don't see. At Nutrafol, we take a whole body approach, targeting
Bruh.
key root causes of thinning from within, so you can see thicker, stronger hair in just 3 to 6 months. Get growing at Nutrafol.com.
Tonight, mixed messages. A K-file investigation this hour finds Kamala Harris is targeting crucial battleground voters with vastly different messages on Gaza and Israel. This ad is running in Michigan, which has the largest Arab population in America.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 9
This
months
is the same
devastating.
one.
We cannot allow ourselves to become numb to the suffering, and I will not
This is the same one.
silent.
All right, well, it's a very different story for an ad in Pennsylvania targeting Jewish voters.
Let me be clear.
This.
I will always
Bruh.
stand up for Israel's right.
Not
to
CNN
defend
setting her
itself,
up for failure.
And I will always ensure Israel has the ability to defend itself. Because
Not
the people of
CNN
Israel
participating in the
must
propaganda,
never
which shouldn't surprise
face
anyone.
The horror that a
The head of
terrorist
CNN is a Republican, if you
organization
didn't know.
called Hamas caused on October 7.
Different message. Andrew Kaczynski is out front now. So, Andrew, those obviously do
Yeah.
sound starkly different, to say the least. Tell me more about what you found.
Yeah, that's right. And look, this really illustrates the sort of fine line that the Harris campaign is trying to walk here in the closing weeks, closing days of this campaign on the issue of Israel.
Hold on.
Where you have two entire.
There's a minute and 46 seconds left. We don't have any op in the box, so we're just going to finish it. A minute and 46 seconds left. Who wants to take bets that between now and the end of this video, they never cite who did the ads?
Entirely different constituencies.
I
and
can
they are
believe
getting
it. I can believe
two
it.
entirely different messages. There are often times these constituencies have very opposing views on this. If you are a Jewish person in Pennsylvania, you saw that ad that you're getting. You are getting that ad that talks about how strong she is in Israel. If you're a Muslim voter in Michigan, you are getting that ad on Facebook that's talking about how she won't be silent on the issue of Gaza. Now, what's really interesting
we already played the
here
ads. What are you
is
talking
that
about?
ad that we just played, the one that's going to Jewish voters in Pennsylvania. Now, it sort of sounds like those two clips of her talking about Israel are together, but they actually cut part of it out. Take a listen to what they cut.
What has happened in Gaza over the past 10 months is devastating. President Biden and I are working to end this war such that Israel is secure, the hostages are released, the suffering in Gaza ends, and the Palestinian people can realize their right to dignity, security, freedom, and self-determination.
And you've seen too that she, they cut out that portion of the ad where they talked about Gaza from her DNC speech. Those two parts were together. They sliced them. They cut that part out. Now, look, she's also getting hammered a lot on this issue by Republicans. We talked just a couple days ago about how those robocalls were airing in Wisconsin that are made to sound like they're in support of Jill Stein, talking about her position on Gaza, saying that they're highlighting her pro-Israel position, and they're sort of trying to siphon those votes away from her. So this is a really delicate issue.
I
for her.
know.
Oh, it certainly is.
I know that CNN didn't put out an entire investigative report, K-file investigative report, on the different messaging of the Kamala Harris campaign without citing if it was actually her campaign packs, her campaign advisors, her ads. And then end this investigative report with robocalls.
Take it off the screen. Yeah. Take it off the screen so we can see your face. There you go. That's really good journalism. I can't believe that nonsense. But they say that we watch CNN, that we trust CNN, we believe CNN. That was fake news.
That was straight up fake news. The fakest fucking news. The fakest fucking news. I don't watch CNN. I rarely use any articles from CNN. And typically when I do, I can click the link to go to exactly what I need to see. That's actually insane.
I think I was doing a video for Greenland, and I was trying to find something, and CNN actually had an article, and it had the headline that I wanted, the way that it was worded, to like grab your attention. I said, no, I can't use that. I don't like CNN. Because you could see CNN in it. And when I clicked it, I was like, no, I don't like CNN like that. I can't use this. No, Zay. What are we doing?
My bad. I'm back. I was away. I didn't realize you would set me up. What's up, guys?
Hey, Zay.
What's going on, Erica? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fatigued. I am fatigued. As you can see, I'm on my backup again. Yeah, I sent you my screenshots on Discord, Hector, but I'm honestly just over the shit, bro. Yeah, I got kicked again for misinformation, quote. And all I said was Donald Trump was found guilty of 34 counts of business fraud, which is literally a fact. So I currently have a count warning on my main account. And yeah, I'm just over the shit. So
that is hold on. Were you live on the main?
Yes, I was live on the main.
Told you stop doing that shit. Yeah. I don't. It's you got hate watchers. That's what you have. You have hate watchers going on. But y'all, CNN cannot be trusted. I don't even. And actually, the only thing that I have watched before, and it's not often, I'll say it's a good show, but the only thing I've watched before is the one with Abby Phillips. Abby Phillips runs a fantastic show. It's essentially what we do here, but it's just actually with some of these bigger officials, and they'll bring in some youth, they'll bring in various people, and I can appreciate the different perspectives and the way that many of our people on the left just fucking demolish Republican people on there. But in terms of like their quote unquote investigative journalism, they don't really have it. They don't really have it. Imagine CNN, which according to Republicans is our biggest news network, actively working against our candidate. That shit right there was actively working against our candidate. And that non-voter fell hook, line, and sinker for every bit of it. Every bit of it. And then people wonder why we say the things that we say. They wonder. And you know the sad part is? I'll tell you what the really sad part is. She's probably not even here. I'm pretty sure she's not. The really sad part is, if she stayed long enough for that, which Erica already got the point across, then she wanted to act stupid, she would have just rebutted with something else. She would have then went to the bombs, the funding. She would have just moved on to another point. I think, I don't want to say that the 90 million, obviously that would be a very general statement, but I want to say that I'm starting to understand more and more why so many people don't vote is more so I don't want to. I think you guys should just straight up say I don't want to. Stop trying to gaslight people. That's what I think a lot of non-voters do. They actually gaslight people. They act like they care. They want to have a conversation. And they do actually fuck all about anything. Fuck all about anything. But such is the times that we live in. Such is the times that we live in. What's going on?
Were you talking to me when you said were you talking to me when you said you told me not to stop doing that?
On the main, yeah, your main. Like, I would not touch that. I would not touch that with lives.
Oh, any criticism of Trump?
No, I'm saying I wouldn't go live on your main at all for a bit.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm saying do the backup.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say to that, guys. Like, literally, Republican propaganda won.
Clip all of this. Clip it all.
Yeah. I have my work cut out for me tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to I forgot I gotta take my hair out. So I was trying to like watch the last FNF to get a clip so I could like work on the clip tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But again, I have stuff to do. So I'm just here. Everyone, make sure you follow Zay's backup. Follow Zay's backup. Do all the good things. Make sure you follow it. Do you post on your backup, Zay?
Looks like I need to start to.
You get to it. All right, follow Zay's backup.
Appreciate it.
Almost at 200K, guys. I think we're gonna wrap up in a couple of minutes. Double tap the screen. Let's get up to 200K. Let's do all of the good things. It has been a slower night tonight. So yeah, I think we're going to call it here in a bit. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. If you're over on the tube side, make sure that you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We are live every single Saturday at 3 p.m. CST and randomly throughout the week. I appreciate everyone who has been here so far. If you're over on the TikTok side, make sure that you continue to do all the things that help us with engagement. Appreciate the dono so far. I'm going to gift. Shout out my top 10 gifters here. Shout out to Shauna, Mel, Gucci, Erica, Cowboys, Jared, Becca, AC, Valerie, and Miss Edwards. Shout out to Erica specifically. Shout out to Erica for the call out because I found this one here and then I didn't read the full top, which quite literally said, did I lose it? Hold on. Where'd it go? If you've been seeing more pro-Harris ads online lately, here's why. I read pro-Israel. In my mind, I saw pro-Israel, and I continued to read the ad. So shout out to Erica for finding the accurate source. What am I looking for here on this end? Thank you, Becca, for the gummies. I appreciate you. W's to Becca for the gummies.
I ain't gonna be able to do this.
Do what?
God bless you.
Get his hair out.
Oh.
Oh, God.
W's in the chat to Sean for the $5 super chat. Cadet Bone Spurs has proposed a $1.5 trillion military budget. Again, another round of cuts to the most vulnerable. MAGA Merca first. Yeah. Exactly. The proposal is a Truth Social. Yes, but it's Trump, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they want. That's what I'm confused about. How do Trump supporters justify no new wars, but then we're increasing the Department of War's budget? It's not DOD anymore, friendly reminder. How do you justify no new wars as we're increasing or proposing to increase the Department of War's budget? Make it make sense. Thank you guys for knocking out the gummy bears. Big shout out to Becca B. I appreciate you. Big shout out to Becca B. You get any interesting people tonight, Zay?
Yeah, no, not really like that. no, not like that. No.
Yeah. We've had an interesting batch. Trump supporter who said good to Renee Nicole Good being shot in the face. A black non-voter who, up to this day, I still can't tell you what the fuck his point was. Who else did we have? That was it, I think. And then the final non-voter who said that not only did she think her vote wouldn't matter, and essentially saying she was in a blue state, so it would have went in blue anyway, Oregon, but she couldn't vote for the parties because, or Democratic Party and Kamala Harris, because she was running pro-Israel ads in a pro-Israel place and then running pro-Gaza ads in a more Muslim-populated place, which Erica found the source that showed it was a Republican super PAC that did it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So you're saying it's not the DED, now the Department of War? Yes, Biggie. By executive or action, Trump and Pete Hegseth literally changed the name to Department of War.
But they can't do that, though.
They can't legislatively, obviously. But
yeah,
under this, I have no problem calling it the Department of War, because under this administration, it absolutely is. Because initially I was like, they can't do that. No, it's not. Blah, blah. I'm like, oh yeah, yes it is. I don't care. The Department of War. Yes, that's what they've changed it to. And then the second a Democrat wins, it's going to revert back to being what it should have been the whole time.
Fair.
Because then I'm like, I'm not going to call it the Department of Defense under Trump. It's a warmongering machine, and we've seen the results of it in the last couple of months.
You know what I wanted to talk about on Wednesday?
What?
On the Fun and Facts show. I want to talk about what's going on with Jerome Powell. I haven't had an opportunity to look into it like I want to, but I put it on my list of stories that I want to cover. But you know that the DOJ is investigating him.
Yep.
And it was supposed to be secret, but someone let it leak. And now, like, the Congress is like in a tizzy, especially the Senate. Scott Bassett isn't happy at all because it's messing with our bond market. So basically, like getting the countries to buy our debt and whatnot. And so it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So I gotta look into it, figure out what's going on, and then share on Wednesday. But yeah, it's crazy.
Did you see the lawsuit from Mark Kelly?
Yes, Mark Kelly is suing the Pentagon, which go Mark. Shout out to him. All right, shout out to him. Never thought I'd say this. Arizona stand up. Oh my God, I can't believe I said that. But yeah, it's just I hope he wins because it's some BS. They trying to take that man darn pension from him, his retirement. That's crazy.
What's up, Dean?
Not much. It's been a rough night in every live. It's been unreal. Erica, yours was rough. Liv's was just as rough.
Is Liv still live?
And then what's
He
that?
better not be. He should be asleep. He got school in the
Liv
morning.
still live?
No, he ended a while ago, and we had the Pro Pumpkin Pie raid a while ago. But remember that guy was JB Will or some shit like that, had the bald-headed PFP the other night that was just arguing tariffs around in circles and circles and circles.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was tariffs that he was arguing. He was in Liv's Live tonight, just not giving anything up. Like he went over and over again on the ICE thing about how things were, the guy's guilty of this, of this. Well, you can't read it that way, and you can't interpret it that way. And it was like, oh my God. And I came over here and listened to your live, and you had all them fools. So, but what I wanted to come up here for is, did you see that the White House is now saying that the e-file emails are mentioning a different Donald Trump?
No,
Get the fuck out of here.
You're fucking
No
kidding.
way.
Ain't no fucking way.
No, the administration emphasized that other wording in emails can be interpreted in different ways, and that the attempts to tie the messages to Donald Trump are the result of misreading the context.
What the fuck are you reading, man? What are you reading?
Where do you get that from, Dean? Where's this at?
It's from. It's on Facebook, but it's from Newborn Baby in New York, New York.
What?
I ain't doing it.
What? Dean.
Dean, we can't be listening to Facebook.
Did you
Dean,
just say Facebook,
Dean?
Dean?
You know better.
I know.
Dean, I'm gonna yell at you.
Does it take you to a news article? Dean.
Dean.
Now, Dean.
Dean. Is this this is not credible. Dean, why would you do that?
Hold on.
The most I'm seeing here, let's see, Trump frustrated with Pam Bondi over handling of Epstein files. Donald Trump is reportedly dissatisfied with attorney. Yes.
I'm so sorry to interrupt, but the Saturday that they attacked Venezuela and got Maduro was the same day they were supposed to basically go before either the House or the Senate about those redactions.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the only thing I heard was like that day is that I think a senator or a House member, I don't know, a House rep was like, was it Schumer? They were like, let's talk about the redactions, but nothing else outside of that. Nothing. I haven't heard anything else about it. Does anyone know anything? Not Dean, though. Dean, we're going to have a talk.
Crazy.
That Dean is diabolical.
Crazy goddamn work.
I love me some Dean, but Dean, we're going to have a talk.
He may find something. Donald Trump is reportedly dissatisfied with Attorney General Pam Bondi's performance, with administration sources describing her as weak and ineffective in pursuing his agenda. I just want to say this really quick. And this is in no way, shape, or form in defense of Pam Bondi, but I fucking saw this coming. I knew they were going to throw her ass under the bus.
Oh, hell yeah.
I knew they were going to throw her ass under the bus. And
They tried to throw Kristi Noem under the bus with that migrant plane that went to CCOT after they told them to turn the plane around. But Kristi Noem, the thing that's different about her is she don't give a fuck. She don't care. I'm pretty sure that like they probably had Noam in a meeting and was telling her how she's going to take the brunt of this and all that jazz, and she was like, "Bring it on, bitches!" Like she don't care.
Did you see her on Tapper?
I heard about her on Tapper with the dead look in her eyes and stuff. RTP was going over that this morning.
Oh my God! Fax went over that. Steve went over that this morning. Like played the whole thing. It was just literally there was not a word that came out of her mouth that was not a lie. And she doubled down on things like, and Jake Tapper, for whatever you think about him, he actually held her feet to the fire pretty well. Like she would say something like, "We literally have this on video. We just showed you."
Hector, can you pull that up,
not
please?
What happened.
Yeah, so she doubled down on the agent being injured?
Yep.
Come on.
What am I pulling up?
Christy Noam's interview with Jake Tapper.
Oh, I played that last night. Did I play that last night? Let me see.
You played that last night?
I think I did. Let me double
sorry.
check. Because we had one when I played it last night. It was 11 hours ago.
Hey guys, I'm gonna turn it in for the night. Y'all take it easy, okay?
All right.
You too, Zay. Have a great night.
Appreciate you guys
Zay, you
coming
have
up,
a good
Zay.
one.
Guys, make sure you follow Zay's backup. This is the account that he should be using going forward for more so lives. My brother in blackness is being politically persecuted by TikTok.
Dude, Zay, you were getting a raw end of that deal.
Oh
That's bullshit.
shit, bro, getting cooked.
But I got you followed.
Yes, we did play this last night. Yes, or at least a clip of it.
Okay, never mind.
It was about
I'll watch it on my own time.
It was about 19 minutes.
No, I found the thing here is they're saying that the emails were selectively leaked to create a fake narrative to smear President
again.
Trump.
I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that source. I'm gonna need that link,
source.
Dean.
I'll take my ass whooping right now. The thing that I saw was from a UK based satire site.
Oh my God. Oh wait, I'm not muted. Dean.
I know what you were thinking. You could be muted and I would hear that, Erica. So.
Dean, come on, bro.
I can see your expression even though you don't have your camera on. I know you well enough by now.
Shut up.
Oh, Dean.
You got one of them faces that just doesn't shut up sometimes. So
it doesn't. It's very expressive when it wants to be. Dean, this is a good lesson in media literacy.
Yes,
Remember, just gotta check our sources before we're sharing.
I was fucking around at work on my phone and wasn't really paying attention, and that was my fault.
It happens to the best of us.
First off, you best believe we would have heard that everywhere. Erica would have been talking about it earlier.
You're right, I would have.
I love it. I love it too, Erica. When you get like to the point with people, you're like, "What are we doing here?"
Political would have been all over that, and I get those alerts. Yep. Political say, you know what? Political is the only reason why I have a phone.
Now I'm trying to see what this says. Trump's frustration reportedly stems from his desire for the dirt.
So dry.
From his desire for the Justice Department to be more aggressive in addressing his priorities. He has allegedly discussed appointing special counsels within the Justice Department to expedite progress on his goals. Of course, he's done this. Specific grievances include Bondi's perceived failure to prosecute figures such as James Comey and Letitia James, and her handling of the Epstein files. How is she supposed to prosecute people with no evidence of wrongdoing?
Thank you. Exactly. Like, that's why Eric Seabrook resigned. And what was it? Was it August? Because they had no damn evidence.
They've had either so many people resign or get fired because they're just like, there is no evidence, dudes.
She wasn't make up something.
Then when you imported Habba or whatever the hell her name was, she got like the court smacked her down. It was like, you're not even legal. So you can't be prosecuting this.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see.
That's what happens when you send an insurance lawyer to do criminal work.
This is independent.co.uk. I was trying to find a full.
Independence.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Trump is complaining. I'll just show it. Or did I delete the source?
Hector, I took out 2 braids, and I think I'm about to call it quits.
You better get Bubba's to help you. I remember those days. I used to help my mom with that shit. It was a pain in the ass.
I'll end up bald headed if I got that boy to help. You know, have a Party City wig for real.
I can honestly say I've never had that trouble.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I get it.
I see. So yes, this was
What's happening?
administration sources speaking to the Wall Street Journal. I don't trust the Wall Street Journal, to be fair, but reportedly said Trump finds Bondi weak and ineffective in executing his agenda. I'm trying to find this report. I'm trying to find the report.
Shauna, I'm old. I don't move as fast as I used to. Also my hands be cramping up and stuff. Like if I get about 10 of these out, my hand will be like, you know what? Take a break.
Oh.
I'm like, you right. You right, hand.
Hold on.
Shauna, you off to bed?
I'm so old.
I gotta put this in my paywall buster. And then we're about to wrap up here in a bit, but I just want to read this last thing.
Oh, I can give you my information. I pay for the Wall Street Journal. I pay for Wall Street, New York Times, Washington Post, Reuters, and Bloomberg.
Oh,
do I pay for BBC?
I'm only paying for the Times right now. I might renew my Washington Post.
Yeah,
what was it? There was something a couple of months ago they did that pissed me off, so I canceled my subscription, but I might go back.
Move paywall. This is not the article I was trying to do. Hold on here. Copy. Yeah, I literally have a paywall buster. I just copy it into that, and
awesome.
That's how I've been able to see all this
That
stuff.
takes care of that.
Here we go.
You know what I want? I want that Politico that you that really
The
expensive
20
one.
something hundred shit.
Yeah, that thing is nuts. Like when you talk about a deep dive, that's a deep dive. When you're talking about like breaking news alerts, like it's pretty much Twitter for the government. It's insane. But once I work for MSNBC, that's when I'll have it.
Okay, now I can't get it to pull up. Why is it not pulling up? Here we go.
You chuckle. I'm serious as hell.
Erica, it's MS Now, not MSNBC.
No, it's MSNBC. What's MS Now?
It's what it's MSNBC, but they changed the name.
Oh, I'm that old that I didn't know that?
I didn't
That's
know.
how much I watch cable news.
I thought it was a
Yeah, when they had that, when NBC restructured their news department, they like split off MSNBC and a couple other like channels into a different company. So they told them they can't use the name MSNBC anymore, so they changed it to MS Now.
My paywall buster is broken.
Yep. I see it. See that? Okay. I'll just send you the information for it.
Appreciate you.
Because they had some ads going around. It's like different names, same trusted source or some shit like that. So
Apparently John's having a birthday in a couple of minutes.
Awesome. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
You can get access to a lot of your newspapers to your local libraries for free.
Is this Wall Street Journal?
Huh?
Is this Wall Street Journal you're looking at?
Yeah. I'll send you the article. Where is Erica? Oh shit, I thought I responded to that. I'll get to that after the live. Okay, there you go. All right, guys. W's for passing 200K. W's for passing 200K. We are going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Where are we at in the gift gallery? Does anyone know?
You did really well. Yeah. You have 4 remaining. You have 2 under controls, a whale diving, a Leon the kitten, and a flying jet.
The Leon's going to be rough. Okay.
No, it's not. The flying jet. What are you talking? The flying jet is more than the Leon.
Isn't the Leon like 50? Like
No, the
4,888?
Leon's like 40. Yeah, but the jet is 5.
Oh, the Jet is 5? I thought, okay.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah, the Jet's more than the Leon.
I'm going to have to call on my rich white women to take care of that.
You'll get it.
Yeah. I'll make some calls.
I'm just happy to
I'll
see
sell some
there's a
pics.
penguin in the chat.
I know, right?
You know I'm down at the Penguins.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Alrighty, guys. Also, y'all really thought black labor was free tonight. That's kind of crazy. W's to you, Jonna, though, and W's to the super chats. On that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here, guys. I appreciate every last one of you. We will see you again Tuesday. What's up, Eli? What'd you say, Erica?
And the gifters. The gifters.
What about the gifters?
Thank you to the gifters also.
Oh, yes. Thank you to the gifters as well. Top 10's the exact same. We went over y'all earlier. Shout out to everyone under the top 10. Shauna, Mel, Gucci, Erica, Cowboys, Becca, AC, Valerie, Riza, and Bugsby, and everyone in between. Once again, if by any chance you're not following me, hit that follow button in the top left corner. We are live every Saturday at 3 p.m. CST and randomly throughout the week. Also, we are dual streaming on the Tube side. Make sure you check the links in the bio for my other social media platforms, including the Tube. Make sure you subscribe to there as well. Those of you on that side of the aisle, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for your comments, your engagement, your super chats, your likes. Make sure to hit the like on the way out. Raid, I don't even give a fuck about a raid. Who's live? Who's live? Y'all.
Swan.
Okay, we'll do Swan then.
Matt.
Is Swan ever not live? Good Lord.
Levito is live.
I don't know why y'all fuck with Levito. I really don't know why.
It's a ridiculous person, man. He's like a little cousin. That like I see potential in that little man. I mean that young man. I didn't even say little. I don't know how tall he is. Levito's not short. But yeah, I see a potential in that young man. He just gotta whatever his personality disorder is, he has to get over it and then he'll be fine. But Levito cool.
Yeah. W Starro.
Just got to get over that personality disorder, you know.
I'm going to end on the
I
Tube
wanted to
side.
say something.
I'm ending on Tube side first. Tube
Okay,
side,
sorry.
I'll catch y'all later. No, all good. Shit, something I was supposed to tell y'all to do. I don't remember it now.